The following is a presentation of Netball America.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2025 U.S. Open Netball Championships, presented by Netball America. This year, we're coming to you live from the city of Round Rock, the sports capital of Texas. Since 2010, the U.S. Open Netball Championships has brought together the best of the best women's and co-ed teams from all around the world, all fighting for one thing: the title of U.S. Open Netball Champion. And this year, the competition's bigger than ever. We've got 26 international teams, 70 volunteers, 35 top officials, and over 200 games of high-flying, fast-paced, non-stop netball action. And the best part, you can watch every game for free, streaming live worldwide all weekend long. Plus, we've got some very special guests joining us, stars from the WNBA, Major League Baseball, and even the UK Super League. So, if you're in the Round Rock, Austin area, come on down to Round Rock Sports Center. It's free entry for all spectators. A huge thanks to the City of Round Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau for hosting us in this world-class venue. Since 2010, the U.S. Open Netball Championships has brought together the best of the best women's and co-ed teams from all around the world, all fighting for one thing: Ball Champion. This week's extra special, folks. Netball America has just been honored with an award from Gainbridge Assists, powered by Parity, celebrating their investments in the future of women's sports. Be sure to check out Kiddo Kinetics Activation Zone for young athletes and test your skills with the Talent Locker AI Fitness Challenge, presented by Vitoria. And hey, don't miss sweet treats from Amy's Ice Cream and slices from Mangieri's Pizza, perfect for our rising stars and families in the stands. We want to thank our incredible partners, Gilbert Netball, official sponsors of the Elite Quantum X5 Ball, Inferno Sports, keeping our umpires looking sharp, the Australian Consulate General Houston for fueling the hydration and recovery zone, and our broadcast partners, All Sports Television Network and Memory Artist Studios, bringing the game to fans everywhere. A big shout out to Vitoria, our global branding partner, for transforming this venue into a true netball arena. Now don't miss our opening ceremonies, happening Saturday at 9:30 a.m. Central. We'll kick things off with the national anthem, sung by Austin's own Michaela Watson, joined by the McNeil High School Color Guard and a very stunning performance by the Round Rock Ballet Folklorico. Your host for the weekend, all the way from New York City, the one and only America Josh. He'll also be emceeing the welcome reception and Be an Inspiration fundraiser from 4 to 6 p.m. Saturday, alongside the Australian American Chamber of Commerce. Enjoy local brews from Third Level Brewery, Tito's Vodka, and some fine Aussie wines thanks to the Australian Consulate General Houston. And of course, we've got some incredible guests joining us this weekend. WNBA champion and Rima Christmas Kelly, World Series champion Brian Anderson, international netball star Siggy Berger, and former USA netball captain Amara Byunwoo. Now, here's how it all works. We've got two divisions, 14 ladies teams and 12 mixed teams battling it out across 4 courts. Saturday is seeding day, with a lightning-fast 2 5-minute halves, just 30 seconds changeover, and 90 seconds between games. Pure adrenaline from whistle to whistle. At the end of Saturday, the top 8 teams advance to Saturday's Cup Division, the next 4 to the Bowl Division, and the rest to the Shield Division. Finals kick off bright and early at 8 a.m. with 2 12-minute halves. catch the Mixed Cup Finals at 1:30 p.m. La Campagnana. And don't go anywhere after that, because during the closing ceremonies, we'll reveal the location of the 2026 U.S. Open Netball Championships. Keep an ear out during the broadcast. Our commentators will be dropping hints all weekend long. And remember, we want to hear from you. Stay active on social media, tag Netball America, and use hashtag US Open Netball for your chance to get featured live on the stream. So get ready, netball fans. The energy's high, the stakes are higher, and the US Open Netball Championships are officially underway.
Netball. The team sport with no backboard and requires minimal equipment. No dribbling, jumping, and passing. Each game starts with a coin toss, which determines who will get the ball for the center pass. The court is divided into thirds, and each of the 7 players per team are designated to certain areas. The netball basket is 10 feet high and has no backboard. 1 point is awarded for each goal made. Let's talk netball basics. A fun game for men, women, boys, and girls, suitable for all ages and ability levels. A game of no dribbling. A game of shooting. A game of no contact. Must defend from 3 feet away from the player with the ball. A game where you only have 3 seconds to pass the ball or shoot for the goal. A game of intercepting. A game of passing. Chest passes, lob passes, and bounce passes. A game of jumping. Play netball today. For more information, contact Netball America. Visit netballamerica.com.
November?
In November, I'm going to the US Open Netball Championships.
Where in America?
I'm going to the 28th state, which is Texas.
Where in Texas are the championships held?
They are being held in Round Rock, which is near Austin.
What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be umpiring. See you there.
Umpires, not referees.
No back to right to no.
No running with the ball, no.
Hi.
Netball America.
Netball, a sport of athleticism, skill, and passion, is played by over 20 million people worldwide. Netball continues to grow in the United States of America thanks to the driving force of Netball America. We are Netball America. We see the sport capture the hearts and minds of our member players, whether it's the many games and tournaments being played throughout the country, or by the youth being introduced to the sport in clinics and PE classrooms. We are focused on showing how netball creates an exciting atmosphere of participation and supports individual progress, team unity, good health, and education of youth, and continues to bring this message throughout the USA. So from all of us here at Netball America to all of you, let's play netball!
Hi everyone, I'm America Josh. So you basically your movement will only you're gonna want to always try to capture the net.
Right.
You'll always try to capture the net, but when it gets to about here, you shouldn't have to go further than that. When they get to that, they'll start to get the cameras. So this will be like.
Oh, so I don't need to go all the way over there.
You don't have to.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean you can.
But I don't need to.
Cause they switched the cameras, so. I like to stay with the action the whole time, but then at some point Josh is gonna be like, just stay on your side.
Okay.
So you can just do
I am
it here.
going to stay on my side. Because that camera was there, it's going to stay on that side.
Mm-hmm.
And the middle is going to stay. What's the middle doing?
The middle kind of catches. The middle does do both sides.
And then so we are doing, so are they going to have like open ceremony just like out in the front? Oh my gosh. Last year I was working merchandise, okay?
This will be my little fun.
Huh?
This will be my little fun.
Maybe. Oh my goodness. Billy, come here. All right, so they're doing a ceremony. Am I just put the camera over here, or do I need to put the camera?
Yeah, just get the ceremony.
So it's gonna be over there.
Whenever it starts, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Chicago versus Austin
Like you can see the level. So I'm really impressed by the standard. And easy sunk that one away. Great depth there.
Yes. Beautiful.
A great baseline drive. I think the shooter, like, driving the baseline is, like, opening up that circle every time, and she's losing her goalkeeper, so that's great. There's also nice chemistry between the goal attack and the goal shooter.
I agree. 100%.
They're finding each other really nicely.
100%. Ooh, that was a... Beautiful. Nice.
Unlucky.
Beautiful.
Just a little bit of ball placement.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
Oh. And a cheeky handling that the umpire let slip. Take a step forward and just easy, left and roll. Gorgeous. So when you were playing, you played shooter, right? Coming in as a D1 basketball player.
Correct, yes.
So how did they find you?
Funny story. So I was in my master's program, and my professor, who was Australian, literally walked in class one day, and he said, the U.S. netball team, they need some players. Is anyone interested? And I was like, excuse me, I want to know how to play netball.
Did he just walk like straight up to you?
Straight in. And I was like, I want to play like basketball. I'm sure I can always adapt. And then the tryouts were maybe like a week and a half later, and I made the team. That's literally how it happened.
Was this in 2016?
2016.
Before our World University Netball Champs. That is amazing.
I literally learned how to play netball in like 4 weeks. It was incredible.
Oh, you were incredible. Good on ya. I thought you'd been playing for years, and I was like, no.
Oh, no.
Completely different sports.
Like a month in, you know.
That's so good. And did Ilse Gideons know this Aussie guy, or how did he find out about him?
I don't even know how he knew.
Great intercept there. Sorry.
I think he himself just heard about netball in the U.S. and so he was just interested, and
that's amazing.
I'm so happy he let me know about it.
After that.
Beautiful. Oh yes.
Beautiful. That was awesome. I tell you what, one thing I love about netball is I think the biggest misconception for someone who's not familiar with the sport is it's not a very physical game, and it is. These ladies on the court here,
I'm kidding.
But establishing position, especially near the goal, it's crazy because I don't think people understand. I think they see the finesse, the touch, and it's really good. I mean, basketball, you can hand check.
Yeah.
You can kind of check and body guys up on rebounds and stuff, but watching these ladies just establish position near the goal is pretty fun.
Do you know how much harder it is to guard a person 3 feet away?
Oh yeah.
That was the end of the first half of the Chicago ladies versus the Austin Retros. The score is currently... And we're back for the second half of the Chicago ladies versus the Austin Retros. The score is currently 6-2 for Sorry.
Yes.
Great hot start from Chicago. I really think Chicago ladies are playing some impressive netball. I actually heard that Chicago Netball Club has approximately 80 members.
Oh my God!
I know that's quite huge. So I'm quite impressed. I met them yesterday afternoon, and they told me about how big the club has gotten. I personally didn't think there would be so many people in a club.
At all.
But it's exciting. I know Santa Monica Spirits have 3 teams here this year. And it's just crazy how it's gone from 4 teams, and now in its 15th year, the US Open has 26 teams. 14 of them are women's teams and 12 are mixed. That's
wow,
huge.
That's a lot. I didn't know we had that many mixed teams.
I know. It's crazy. It's so impressive.
But it's also great to know that netball is increasing and growing in America. You know, with the main goal of us trying to get into the Olympics, I'm super excited.
I know. Would you think you'd try to make a comeback to play Olympics?
I will come out of retirement.
Me too. Snap. I'm trying to come back to play. I'm trying to get my citizenship. We could play a goal attack, goal shooter combo.
Oh, I can't wait.
Really?
I'm literally, we would win.
No, honestly. And we can get Caitlin Clark as like our backup. Jokes, I'll bench for her. No, that would be insane. No, I think it's so good, and I would love to do almost a survey to see how many of these are from like players are from Commonwealth countries, from the rest of the world, and then Americans.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I met some people, and they are players. They are coming from Serbia, and like, and Serbia doesn't even play netball.
They
like,
don't.
no, they play basketball. Like Luka Doncic and like those kind of guys. Nicola, like those guys. And so like it's huge basketball territory there, and they found netball, and I think that's so impressive. And yeah, so I'd love to like see the you know the what percentage is from where, because it's so like crazy.
It's incredible.
And they were like, yeah, like basketball like wasn't really for us, but like my girlfriend is South African, so I started to play because I wanted to invest in her, and I'm like, oh, you know what, that's actually kind of like beautiful story.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful catch, beautiful pat. Nice.
I need to know about this goal shooter.
I do.
She
And the goal
really
they're so finesse.
Impressive. They are so impressive.
So explain to the audience what's the difference between GA and GS.
So, I'm sorry?
I go, what? I go, I've been noticing, so I'm trying to learn too.
Okay.
What's the difference between when they're on their jerseys between GA and GS?
Okay, the GS can only stay in 1/3.
Okay.
The GA is allowed in both thirds.
Nice.
But those two players are the only ones allowed in the shooting circle.
And I'm telling you what, right now with the Chicago ladies, those two have like some pretty sweet touch. I haven't seen them miss.
They work beautiful together.
I'm gonna talk to Mr. Reinsdorf with the Chicago Bulls and see if I can't get him a contract with the Chicago Sky. Start poaching players.
No, honestly, and also Brian, something as like a goal shooter myself, they call the shooters the princesses of the court.
Okay. Oh,
yeah,
yes.
Everyone has to do the work for us.
Yeah, no,
literally, like if you have to make sure you're like as a feeder, so like a center or a wing attack, you need to land circle edge so you can feed us properly, and like you know, because without us you can't score, right? And also. What the goal attack is actually sweeping and opening up the circle for the goal shooter. So like we, the shooters, we the prime princesses, and the goal attacks, that we need the chemistry so that they can assist us, but they're also opening up. They're moving the defenders, basically everything. So
yeah, so basically for the princess of the court, I'll just start calling them the Scarlets. That's my daughter's name. So that's what I'm going to start calling them, just because, hey, the Scarlets of the court are the ones that everybody else does the work for. You get to score the goal and reap all the benefits.
that is correct. And with 7 seconds left, I think it's going to be a very clear Chicago
very clear,
ladies win. Can they get one more thing in? Just send it in. In. And
beautiful.
Well done.
A big noise playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, your big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing we will rock you. We will rock you. Buddy, you're a young man, hard man, shouting in the street, gonna take on the world someday. You got blood on your face, your big disgrace, waving your banner all over the place, singing we will rock you. Sing it! We will rock you.
Welcome everybody back to the 2025 U.S. Netball or Open Netball Championships. This game 2, we have the Santa Monica Suns versus the Seven Wonders. Welcome back, Siggy. Good to have you. Where'd you go? You just do one game and you just shake it on out of here, huh? Is that how they do it, huh? Is that how they do it in South Africa? And we're back. So you got to tell me a little bit more about yourself. So you said, did you transition from basketball to netball?
I did. I was actually a Division I player at Columbia University in New York City.
So you're smarter than me. How dare you? I coached baseball at Northwestern, but I will tell you, oftentimes we would always get compared to the Ivies. But I heard a crazy rumor about the Ivy League schools that there's undoubtedly it's so tough to get in, but they're so maniacally competitive with one another that they want you to do well because it doesn't look good to give bad marks to really smart people. Is that for me to say? Is that for me to say? Oh, beautiful shot.
Point for the Santa Monica Suns.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I continue to be so impressed with these ladies, like the touch. Like their touch around the goal is incredible. Yes. Well no, but like hey, I'm seriously, man, like I can't it's so deceiving for me watching these games because as a former basketball player myself in high school and whatnot, I get so the depth perception is so off for me without the backboard.
No, I agree. When I first started playing netball, I kid you not, airball galore.
Oh,
I did not know how to shoot without a doubt. But this definitely made me a better basketball player because you have to be extremely precise.
Well, you gotta so selfishly, I want to hear maybe the fans watching. I would love to know for the female athletes, the former basketball players that want to transition into netball. Like, what advice would you give them? What kind of steps can they take to transition over to the netball side of the world?
Just find like a local club or team that is near you. I know for me, I'm currently in Missouri, so we don't have a team. I would love to make one, but because I'm in school, it's a little bit harder. But if you can learn how to make a team or find a team and learn how to play, I promise you it'll be the best decision you can ever make. Netball is a beautiful sport, and coming from basketball, it takes a lot of patience, but it is so much fun.
Yeah, Santa Monica up 3-0 on the Seven Wonders. The Seven Wonders got to pick it up with these shorter halves. These games, like this rapid fire round robin tournament, so much fun.
Yeah. Everything is on the line in like 5 minutes. Nice. That was a beautiful pass, beautiful catch by the goal shooter.
So again, like for someone who's new, this is only my third netball tournament.
Beautiful
and for people that are like fans or trying to learn the sport, when you're around the goal, what's like a certain rule as a defender? Like what can you do and what can't you do?
As the defender, obviously when your goal shooter or goal attack, if they have the ball, you have to be 3 feet away from them. And that's 3 feet with your feet. With your hands, you can be as close as possible with your hands. So.
Yeah, I noticed some of these things, like Siggy as well, like some of the Gretel, right? I've met two, and they're both 6'3", and I'm thinking to myself, to be a goal scorer or also like a defender, there's got to be some benefits to height advantage, being able to like interfere with like the shots 100%. On goal. Yeah. Only a minute left, just under a minute left in the first half. I cannot get over how quick these games go. Sonia, the netball president of Netball America, she knew what she was doing when she puts these tournaments together.
Oh, 100%. Beautiful pass. Nice. Nice. Yes. Goal attack and goal shooter. Yes, beautiful.
The Santa Monica team, I think they have 3 teams that are here. I got to know Mona Gerard from Australia when we were all in Charlotte for the clinic out there. And I'll tell you what, like these people are really passionate about the sport, but it amazes me. It reminds me how ignorant I am, like how worldwide netball is. I mean, it is like completely taken over.
It has. The next stop is the Olympics. Unlucky. Ah,
That's
nice.
That's the end of the first half. Reminder, we are at the 2025 U.S. Open Netball Championships.
All right, and we are back. This is the second half of the Santa Monica Suns and the Seven Wonders. Currently, it is 6-1 with the Santa Monica.
Yeah, the Santa Monica teams in both games, they've looked like they played in unison. I tell you what, these teams, it doesn't hurt that you live in Santa Monica. You probably get to practice year-round. Chicago's tough.
Outside, right?
Yeah.
Brutal winters.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of the games and a lot of the practices are indoors and whatnot, but I can tell you from living in Chicago, it takes a little extra motivation to get out. It takes a little extra motivation to get out of bed when it's -7 and go indoor anywhere. Just for you watching at home, Siggy just asked me if I have Instagram, and the answer is no, because I'm a grown-up. That's why. Because I'm not 12.
Beautiful. That's my move. Oh.
Hey, is that your signature move?
Honestly, it is.
I was hoping not the air ball afterwards. I was waiting for her to make the, score the goal, and then that way, then we could patent the signature move.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Siggy Berger's showing some favoritism here with the Santa Monica team. Apparently you know some people.
Yesterday was very fortunate enough to do a masterclass. We did a little bit of screening for the shooters. So some of my little prodigies are playing now, and I'm really proud of their performance on court at the moment, specifically the goal attack. There we go. Unfortunate pass, but she's brilliant. I can see such a great improvement.
So you're saying you worked with the team as the player immediately turned the ball over?
Hold it a little bit longer. She would have gotten that pass.
One thing I noticed when I was at the clinic in Charlotte, we had there had to have been 40 to 50 easily netballers there. And I'll tell you what, the communication from the travel teams that play together on a consistent basis, it is unreal. I mean, the ball movement, I mean, they're able to get up and down the court, I mean, in a matter of like 2-3 seconds, full length of the court.
Yes. And that is true teamwork, true communication. Beautiful. Beautiful pass, beautiful shot.
Nice.
With 2 minutes left, it is 8-1 Santa Monica.
Once again, Siggy Berger distracting team on Santa Monica. I'm not sure if that's legal for a broadcaster to be coaching also.
We can be a little biased.
I'm off comms at the moment.
Yeah, off comms, I gotcha.
Beautiful.
The Southern Wonders, they got to pick up the slack here. A minute 30 left in the match. And I'm really hoping it's match and not game, because I'm hoping you guys correct me, or else I'm going to get torched online.
No, you're good. Again, there we go. Nice.
The Seven Wonders making a little bit of a push, late second half push here.
Forward, push. There we go. Come on, go shooter. Come on, go shooter. Yes, there we go. Pass it back out.
I would love her to just play herself a little bit closer, even if it's just 1 foot closer. I think it would be really, really good. It will just so that you can get the confidence, sink that shot, and then go again.
I remember when I first started playing, my coach would tell me, because I have a big presence on the court, I had to be like no more than 3 feet away from the goalpost. It's so much easier that way.
And also, like, as a tall, strong shooter, like, we can do that. Like, we can be dominant enough and, like, to have that position, you know?
I agree.
With just under 15 seconds left.
Beautiful. 10 seconds.
Yeah. 9-3 as of right now for the Santa Monica Suns.
And that is game.
Yep, that wraps up game 2 for the 2025 U.S. Open Netball Championships.
And
hey, we still have a nice rotation.
And welcome back to the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. I'm Ziggy Berger, and I'm here with Amara.
Hi.
And we are in round 3, and it is the San Francisco Stars ladies versus the Alberta Wild Roses.
Wild Roses are coming in hot.
Oh,
nice, beautiful
good shot.
It always amazes me seeing like the I guess shorter shooters like shoot from so far away. It impresses me so much.
I know. This is quite the pace on this game.
Nice.
You can see people are out here. They know that there's not a lot of time. The matches are short and sharp. You know, they can't have 5 minutes to get into the game. They got to be going. They got to be firing on all cylinders from the initial whistle, and you can really see that. Oh, beautiful pass to get depth. Just the final execution.
Yes.
Oh, great! What an incredible passage of play over here. I would like to see the goal defense as she catches the ball turn fully and down, because I feel she's quite short-sighted. I feel had she just turned completely down, she can see all the availability down free. Beautiful lean from the goalkeeper.
Beautiful. That was a good lean.
And an easy, seamless shot. Yep. I've said this before, but I'm really impressed by the stand-up play here.
I am too.
Okay, let's see. I want to see some double movements. I want to see a little bit of depth. I'm looking to see what the shooters can do amongst each other, because I feel the standard of this game is already so high. Like, I'm almost expecting more of them straight away.
The center on San Francisco, she's really good. I love how she moves. I love how she opens up the floor.
So we have the maroon and white team, which is
the Alberta Wild Roses.
Amazing. And then we have the San Francisco with where they have the bridge on their
correct.
Bodies.
They have the Golden Gate Bridge on their jerseys. They gave it away for
I was trying to figure it out. I'm from South Africa. Okay.
Come on, goal attack. Beautiful.
Just a little bit short. She just needed to use her ankles in that final stretch.
Come on, Wild Roses, get open. There we go. Beautiful.
Beautiful. I'm quite impressed that there are some Canadian teams over here, and I'm also quite impressed at the standard of play, especially because obviously Canada is a Commonwealth country, but it is not a readily played sport. You know, I feel there's still just like basketball and volleyball are probably bigger sports there than. Oh, beautiful! Honestly,
that was beautiful.
The San Francisco Center.
I told you, isn't she good?
Unreal.
She's phenomenal.
She's so good.
Breathe.
Beautiful. What a good goal attack. So something that my coach Joe Tripp was like really like hammering on about is the fact that like as you catch the ball, she wants our balls up and not like on a chest height, because the quicker you can get the ball up, the quicker you can release it again. Because if you take it down to your tummy and then have to lift it, it takes time. And people will then all of a sudden be out of position. And I think that's just the difference in this match. The ball is up, so therefore it can travel so much quicker. And I feel there's like the connection, like it's not disconnected.
I agree.
However, you know, there's so much work being done. I really do just want to see that like final execution happening, you know.
I know when I first learned how to...
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful
just a bit of timing.
I know when I first learned how to play, I was always so tense, so my elbow or my shoulders were always up to my ears. So every time I had the ball, all I heard was, relax and breathe. And I'll go, so, yes, I agree. There's definitely a finesse to shooting. "15 seconds left, and the game is tied 2-2.
It's quite a good game.
It's a beautiful game. It's moving very smoothly.
Can we also take a moment for the umpires? I think, you know, it's so beautiful. They've flown in from all around the world to come, umpire these matches. And, I wish the Saint had just held on to it, because then it could have been her center pass next.
What are you doing in November?
In November, I'm going to the US Open Netball Championships.
Where in America?
I'm going to the 28th state, which is Texas.
Where in Texas are the championships held?
They are being held in Round Rock, which is near Austin.
What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be umpiring. See you there.
And we're back at the US Open Netball Championships, the 2025 one, here live from Round Rock. We are on court one, broadcasting live the San Francisco Stars ladies versus the Alberta Wild Roses. We're currently having a 3-2 lead for the San Francisco Stars. And it's been some phenomenal play. Wow. Oh, beautiful!
I literally have chills.
Me too.
So the Roses are up now.
Alberta's 1-2.
Oh, beautiful interception by the center for San Francisco. Pass it back out. Nope, she got it. Unlucky. Oh, beautiful. Pass it back. Go shooter. Beautiful.
Beautiful pass.
Come back in a little.
Lean. Just need a bit of backspin.
Come on, goal attack. Breathe and release. Nice.
Yeah, the umpires, honestly, we've got umpires from all over the world, and, you know, they've flown in. It's quite like, you know, selfless, beautifully, you know, taking the time out of their own calendars to come, you know, grow the sport here. So also just a moment to thank all the umpires who are here, doing an incredible job. I think they're kitted out really cool in their Stars and Stripes outfits. I'm just so impressed, you know, like these rounds are so short and so quick and so fierce. Beautiful play.
The amount of effort and the amount of effort and power and strength that you see in just 5 minutes of play is incredible.
I know, it's like a sprint. Eh?
Yes.
It's literally like just give it your all. There's no sort of like we're not here for the endurance of the game. We just here like give it your all, crack out 5 minutes, and then
we're done.
Next you go again. Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful. That's the third goal for the goal attack of the San Francisco Stars. I'm really, really impressed by her. The depth. A little bit of the center and the goal attack being in each other's spaces, but it's all about positional play that can open up the court to be in a shooting position. And I'd love to see her sink this one. Beautiful. That's the fourth
that goal attack on San Francisco.
Fourth of
beautiful.
5 goals. Goal attack is on a roll. I feel Alberta have lost a little bit of momentum. So, Brian, I don't know if you've noticed, but netball is definitely a game of momentum, and like when the pendulum swings, you really need to like make use of it, because as you can see, like the first half, Alberta were like definitely had the momentum, and since the second half, there's been a.
No, it's incredible to watch. I mean, the first thing I noticed just from being at the clinic, the netball clinic down in Charlotte a couple months ago, was the better teams. They like you said, they get so much momentum on their side, and they communicate at such a high level. It just seems like they've been playing together for years. It's like, and you don't know. I mean, but you could tell just by watching the San Francisco team. You could tell that they practice all the time. I mean, they are like anticipating everyone's move. They're communicating at a high level. They just had a couple unfortunate events take place.
There's about a minute left.
Second shot for
beautiful.
Great support here on the bench from the San Francisco Stars teammates, bringing a little bit of energy to their team, being that 8th player.
Hold. Yes. Pass back out. Yes. Position. Come on, shooter. Unlucky.
Very short.
That was very short.
That was the shortest 3 seconds ever. I feel like they just looked in. And
20 seconds
it's
left.
20 seconds, and it seems like with the momentum swing, it will be a San Francisco Stars win. Just a reminder, you are live at the US Open Netball Championships 2025. Here live in Round Rock.
Last shot.
And last minute shot. Can they double it up? Can they get it back?
1 second.
Have they held time?
And that is game.
They got to get it in. Oh. And
that was a beautiful
That was a 6-5 win for the San Francisco Stars against the Alberta Wildroses. We are live at the 2025 US Open Netball Championships in Round Rock.
Hi, I'm Mandy Violet, and I'm very excited to come and visit the US once again, to come to Austin and Round Rock, Texas for the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. Last year it was the first time I visited the event, and it was great to see the high standard of play, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how everybody's improved.
US Open Netball Championships. I'm with Siggy Berger. I'm Brian Anderson. Okay.
Sorry guys, it's round 4. We already have a bit of the banter going on. We're live from Court 1. It is the Vancouver All-Stars versus the Thames Mavericks Tornadoes. And I personally am a big fan of the Thames Mavericks mixed team, just because of the fact that they are also from the UK. Sorry, good afternoon. We are live from Round Rock at the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. It is round 4, the Vancouver All-Stars versus the Thames Mavericks. I am a big fan of the Thames Mavericks because they're from the UK. I think they have some incredible potential.
So just a fast fact there, Sig. I know the goal scorer for. I got to know him over at the clinic out in Charlotte, but
For the Vancouver All-Stars?
No, yeah. So the Vancouver All-Stars. So the goal scorer. A little fast fact. I know I don't have a ton of experience watching, but he is by far the best netball player I've ever seen. He's the one that scored like 15 straight goals without a single miss.
That is absolutely incredible. So just for anyone who's currently watching and is asking why is there no goal attack on court for the All-Stars, basically that player, the goal attack player, she had an earring on, and a rule in netball is there's no jewelry is allowed, so they must have done a nail check or something beforehand but missed the fact that she had an earring, and for the safety of the players they actually cannot have them on, so she's had to go off. But because it wasn't sorted out before the game, they had to basically have to wait for the earring to go, so now they were allowed to take someone else off, but after a goal has been scored, now you can bring a new player on.
Can a team get penalized for that? Now, I know she had to come
she
up.
was, that is a penalization.
That's a penalization, okay.
Because they had to play with 6 players.
Okay,
yeah. It's just a mistake, you know, you can just see it as a mistake. But, I mean, as a shooter, you're one of the only 2 shooters, so that is a bit tricky, you know, because now there was a 2v1 on the goal shooter, the amazing one that you know. So some fun facts about Thames Mavericks. They did exceptionally well at the England Mixed Netball Championships, and they actually have a player, a really young player called Evan. He's still in school, I believe, and he's going to be the future of England. Here, I'm assuming because he's writing some exams or in school. But I'm really excited to see some British teams on this side. Yep. Quite some physicality on the court. We have a British umpire here umpiring on our side, the near side. She's absolutely incredible. Charlie, the boy who's playing now, also was part of the England mixed netball team. So I'm excited to see Charlie out here playing goal attack for Mavericks. He plays for a team back home called Knights, but he also helps out and plays for some tournaments for the Thames Mavericks team. And sung beautifully by Charlie.
Yeah, I was with Charlie yesterday. We were getting a workout in the gym.
Yeah.
And he was great because you actually let me in, but I got locked out. Didn't have any of my stuff with me, so he went and got me some water, and I said, listen, I can't be bought. My loyalty cannot be bought, Charlie. I have to be impartial during these games or these matches.
No, it's so good. I'm really, really impressed by both of these teams. I would love to know a little bit more about the Vancouver All-Stars. I think it's great to see some mixed netball. As you can see, there's this even split between males and females on the court.
Correct. But there's no discrimination as far as the physicality, because I just watched one of the male players just truck one of the female players on accident.
Yep.
But it's again,
whether it's an accident or not, it doesn't matter. Everyone's even on the court, anything to get the ball, you know.
That's right.
They call us a non-contact sport, but you know the amount of bruises I have after a match, you wouldn't assume that. Great tip from the goalkeeper of Mavericks, and a beautiful shot by...
Listen, I'm not 100% sure, but I think his name might be Gregory. Don't quote me on that. I will confirm that later. He's gonna kick my butt if I mess that up, because we spoke at quite great length.
That was an incredibly short 3 seconds. I thought that was only a second and a half, but you know, I'm not going to argue against an umpire. They're quite scary. Yeah, and umpires know best at the end of the day.
Let's see if Vancouver get the last shot out before the first half.
Yeah. Now, something I would love you guys to see is like just how they're driving onto a ball. Hold it. There we go. That means because and that is time at the US Open Netball Championships in the first half in 2025 in Round Rock.
Many times and let me down. Apologize.
Welcome back. Second half of the 2025 U.S. Open Netball Championships here in Round Rock, Texas. Right now, the score is 4-2. I believe it's the Vancouver All-Stars up against the Thames Mavericks Tornado.
Something I want every viewer who's watching to check is how every single player, whether you're on the All-Stars of Tornado, whether you're Thames Mavericks or whether you're All-Stars, how every single player is driving onto the ball. Unlucky miss, Charlie. Oh wait, it's a penalty pass, a shot back to him. Beautiful. So there is no time, especially when it's the physicality of a mixed team. You can't just expect the ball to come to you. You need to truly drive on. You need to truly drive onto the ball, because if you're going to wait for the ball to get to you, you're not going to get it. Beautiful feed by Charlie, and a unlucky layup. Just need to reset. It is deep. I need to see some depth. So the part, you see the circle, you guys call it a D in
key,
yeah. So the corners of that we call the pockets of the court.
Got it.
And I think driving for depth into a pocket is something that can really open up these teams, because there's so much physicality happening in the third and over the transverse line, which is this line that gets you into the third, that by getting out, it will just like open up the court so much more.
So a correction, that's Gavin.
Great
with his third goal.
Gavin is incredible.
So he, again, I've only watched probably just a few dozen netball matches, but he's by far the most physical. He communicates at a high level, and one thing I love about him is you can tell his passion for the game. It's incredible.
It's so good, and it's so exciting to see. So I'm going to start teaching you guys what's happening on center passes, because I think it could be really, really interesting for the viewers, as there's so many different varieties on how you can get free on that first center pass, or what you guys in American basketball call tip-off.
Yeah, no, this is great. Yeah, I've been sure not to. I'm trying to get the terminology correct, because for the passionate netball fans at home, I don't want to make anyone mad.
Especially the British that will be watching now.
That's
because
right.
of the Thames Mavericks playing.
Well, when I come visit to watch you when you make your comeback, I'm going to make sure that I want everyone to be happy with me out.
You got to know the staff.
In London.
Yes, and that was a sixth goal by the Thames Mavericks, shot by Charlie, the amazing Charlie. Damn, that is amazing. Good holding. Ooh, it's getting spicy out on the court. So now it's the center pass for the Thames Mavericks. So what they have is 1 on, 1 off, which means there was 1 on the line ready to attack over, and 1 off, which was preparing for second phase, which was your depth. And I think it's really good to see some center pass structures being, shown out here by the Thames Mavericks.
Wow, tell you what, Charlie with the Thames Mavericks and Gavin with the Vancouver All-Stars, they're trying to go toe-to-toe. Who's going to score the most goals
Literally.
Here. And with these quicker games, a running clock, every second matters.
Literally. I think as a goal shooter myself, something that's crucially important is, as the goal has been scored, you need to fight for the ball going through the hoop, because you want to get it back to the center as quickly as possible, because that can get you guys set up before the defenders can set up, but also so that precious time is not getting wasted.
Often compared to just like to soccer or football, worldwide, it's just like with those running clocks, whether it be halves, like every second counts. I mean,
literally.
It can be
great pop forward there by the goal shooter. The goal shooter is incredible, and her movement is beautiful. It's just the touch on the ball, because she's getting it right. It's just the offload, that second offload. Beautiful shot by Charlie. It truly is Charlie versus Gavin. And now it's a double up. So what we try to see is, if you score off another team's center pass, you are trying to score off your own center pass too, so that you can create that big gap. Great movement onto that ball, the physicality there. And that's what I was saying, you can't just wait for the ball. You literally are moving and giving it your full body until you're on the ball.
Is that typically how it works? So, and even in these round robin, rapid fire matches, when you score a goal, do you get the ball back on offense, make it take it situation?
So it literally is one, then the other team. So it's All-Stars Mavs, All-Stars Mavs, All-Stars Mavs. So even if you score with the other team's ball, then it will become your ball. So yes, it's just in a 1-on-1 off like that, in a rotation.
Yeah, and we sign off here.
And that is an 8-4 win for the Thames Mavericks, live from the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. Thanks for tuning in.
Hello, I'm Sarah Lewis. I'm an umpire from the UK, and I will be joining you, and I will be this out of breath and this red.
And we're back at the 2025 U.S. Open Netball Championships, Game 5. The Comets Fire versus San Francisco Stars mixed team. I always want to say co-ed, but I'm going to get torched. So I just say mixed team.
Respect for the men and women playing.
I'm sorry. I come from a world like co-ed beer league softball, and they're like, it's co-ed. Like, I'm going to get smoked online.
No, I love watching the mixed teams. I played in maybe one game with the mixed team, and it humbled me so.
Hey, and I saw you working out this morning. You can play with it, fellas. Don't think for 1 second.
Listen,
you were sweating, ready to go.
I'm as high as any guy out here.
Yes.
It humbles you so much.
Tell you what, I know it's not too much of a big deal, but the San Francisco teams, all three teams, like their jerseys are awesome. They have the Golden Gate Bridge on there. It's pretty cool. We were first trying to figure out which team was which. Well, the San Francisco Giants colors and the Golden Gate Bridge gave it away.
Beautiful block. Yes. Nice. Pass the sensor. Come on, GA. There
For those watching
go.
at home, what does C mean on the back of the jerseys?
C means center.
Center, got it.
So
I was either going that or captain.
I mean, normally they are.
Yeah.
But the center is the only player who can run through each of the thirds.
All thirds, correct? Yeah, I noticed that.
So, like in basketball, we call them the point guard.
Nice. That's San Francisco's first goal of the match. They're trailing 2-1 against the Comets
beautiful
Fire.
Pass. Beautiful. Unlucky. Her feet was out of bounds. 3 seconds. Pass in.
Again, for those at home, I will just reiterate, because I'm newer to the game, I'm always just so impressed, especially with the mixed matches. I mean, the physicality, like no one is immune to getting an elbow. It's like, hey, if you step on this court, it's like it's going to be physical. We're gonna communicate. We're gonna play at a high level. If you're in the way, you're in the way.
You are in the way.
Oh man!
Woo, that was
We might have to take a quick 30-second timeout. The goal just got completely destroyed by probably by the goal attack with probably arguably the best hair in the entire championship league.
It's giving rock star.
They call where I'm from, they call that the Camaro mullet. Where you just let it go, and as long as it goes in the back, you're just free to do what you want.
Replay. There's about 1 minute and 45 seconds left. 4-1 San Francisco. Unlucky.
How often will a team on the offense like shoot outside of the yellow arc? Like Siggy was saying, like oftentimes, like generally the shots on goal are usually like 3 to 5 feet away from the goal. Correct? Well, I mean, like right there, like no one ever shoots. Not many people. I don't see shoot much farther. Than
no. I mean, I have seen a few do that, but it's honestly very rare because you have a higher chance of making the basket if you're a lot closer.
Yeah. Like, so no one's really pulling up from Steph Curry range.
No.
No one's half courting it.
Especially with no backboard, you have to be like crazy good.
Now let me tell you this too. Like, how often has there ever been a time where a team, like it gets out of hand and the camaraderie and the sportsmanship's gone? Like, will they start firing shots on goal from way far away if they're up by a lot?
No. We do have some sense of sportsmanship.
Yeah, the Lamar ball from half court.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
That makes it 6-2. The Comets fire ahead of the San Francisco Stars mixed team.
Beautiful.
About 15 seconds left in the first half.
Now we're at 10. Can they finish this last basket? Nope, I don't think so.
A friendly reminder, you guys watching at home, we are at the 2025 U.S. Open Netball Championships here in Round Rock, Texas.
And we are back at the 2025 U.S. Open Netball Championships. We have here the Vancouver. No, I'm sorry. Is it Comets?
It's a Comets Fire and the San Francisco Stars mixed team.
Yes. This is the last game before the opening ceremonies.
Yeah, the Comets have looked great. I mean, they're a very physical team. The goal attack. I tell you what, he got in a run-in with the opposing team and knocked the goal completely over in the first half. It's been the most physical game I think I've ever seen.
Very physical. Mixed team play is very interesting, and it humbles you very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Should we do a mixed team?
Yeah.
We would be amazing.
Yeah. I need to get on Mars. I need to get on that workout.
I can see him being a goal defender.
What do I got to do? A defend? A goal defend? Well, yeah, but you just missed it. The goal defend on the San Francisco team and the goal attack on the Comets just bowled one of the goals on the other. That's two big boys. That was lucky to get injured right there. He landed on the Comets goal attack's foot. Yeah, San Francisco's going to have to get it going here. They're trailing 6-2 about midway through the second half.
Oh, they are wasting a lot of time.
Oh, my gosh. Valuable time.
Did you know there's a penalty for if you take too much time?
Yeah.
Now, here, so what
Yeah.
for the newer netball people watching or people like myself that are learning the game, what is the rules and regulations on like holding the ball? Like if you're up like 6-2, how much time do you have? Is there a shot clock, or can you just you have what 3 seconds with the ball? Got it.
To hold the ball, correct.
Okay, gotcha.
You can pass it as long as you want to.
Okay, so you can play keep away in a sense, but you got to constantly be communicating and moving the ball.
So if you're trying to like keep time, make time tick, you can literally pass it to your friend like 40 times.
Yeah.
Beautiful advancement. Spread out. GA and GS are way too close.
Tell you what, San Francisco, you had mentioned, they're wasting a lot of time, even on offense.
Woo! It's funny watching players now that I'm older, because like any small move, I'm like, oh my knee, oh my gosh, that looks so painful.
Yeah, you said anything. Hey, anytime you get a little bit older, anytime any of the joints that hinge, anytime you have to hinge, those bark the worst.
You just crack a little bit, you're like, ooh.
When I saw you working out in the gym this morning, I was like, okay, you got it done. She did a great job. I'm looking at you and I'm going like.
He was in the gym. This morning,
I like 5:30 crushing it. Like she had like shirt soaked through, ready to go. Here I am. I'm doing just 20-pound curls. Like, I'm out of here.
It's okay. I had to work out this morning because last night was brutal. I was in my hotel room, just in my bed, studying the whole day.
What do you? Would you go to Columbia or something?
I am in dental school.
Okay.
I'm going to become a dentist.
So listen, just to shift away from netball for a second. So you went to Columbia, New York.
Mm-hmm.
What made you want? So when you graduated from Columbia,
I did.
With a bachelor, a BA in what?
Ooh.
Holy cow!
Oh my gosh!
And we're back.
Basically, for those who may have just missed it, our goal defense was incredibly athletic and went for intercept, and because the bench is quite close to the side, almost just dove over.
That chair didn't stand a chance. That chair just got obliterated.
But he elegantly tried to avoid that as much as possible.
So as we wind down the second half there, so you're saying, so you graduated from Columbia with the BA in
psychology.
Nice. And so what made you want to shift into dental school?
So I've actually always wanted to become some type of doctor. So my original goal was to become a pediatric heart surgeon up until like 4 or 5 years ago.
A little bit of a pivot there. So what you're saying is, depending on where you are, I have excellent insurance. I'll be coming to see you as soon as you graduate. Thank you so much. I'll get my veneers from you.
Veneers. The turkey ones, I got you.
That's twice at the goal attack now for the Comets Fire. Has taken out both goals in both halves, so he doesn't discriminate.
There's 5 seconds left. Beautiful.
2025 Netball Championships here in Round Rock, Texas.
Hi there. As an American, do you love sports? If yes, then have got another one for you. It was a game invented in America, became popular in the Commonwealth countries, and now it's come back to America. It's called netball. Netball came into existence from the invention of basketball in 1871 by Professor James Naismith. And by 1895, the rules were adapted for women, and that was when the game of netball was born. However, it was called women's basketball. Why netball? True team sport, no ball hog. Allows for all skills and abilities. Males and females can play on the same team. Cost-effective sport and minimal equipment needed. Builds self-esteem and confidence through players owning their own position on the court. Netball is for boys, girls, men, and women of all ages, 7 years to 70. How it works. No backboard. Players have 3 seconds to pass the ball. 7 players against 7 and no dribbling. Court is divided into thirds, and ball must be touched in each third. Works on a pivot and pass. Individuals wear pennies indicating positions. This game is extremely awesome and fun. It's exactly what you're waiting for. Netball is played in over 70 countries, and in Commonwealth countries, it's the #1 women's team sport. Now it's the Americans' turn, and I know we can make it more powerful and interesting than any other country. Why not visit our website today at www.netballamerica.com for more information. This is brought to you by Netball America, the largest netball organization in the United States of America.
The following is a presentation of Netball America.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2025 U.S. Open Netball Championships, presented by Netball America. This year, we're coming to you live from the city of Round Rock, the sports capital of Texas. Since 2010, the U.S. Open Netball Championships has brought together the best of the best women's and co-ed teams from all around the world, all fighting for one thing, the title of U.S. Open Netball Champion. And this year, the competition's bigger than ever. We've got 26 international teams, 70 volunteers, 35 top officials, and over 200 games of high-flying, fast-paced, non-stop netball action.
In the side of that bag,
and the best part, you can watch every game for free, streaming live worldwide all weekend long. Plus, we've got some very special guests joining us, stars from the WNBA, Major League Baseball, and even the UK Super League. So, if you're in the Round Rock, Austin area, come on down to Round Rock Sports Center. It's free entry for all spectators. A huge thanks to the City of Round Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau for hosting us in this world-class venue. Since 2010, the U.S. Open Netball Championships has brought together the best of the best women's and co-ed teams, celebrating their investments in the future of women's sports. Be sure to check out Kiddo Kinetics Activation Zone for young athletes and test your skills with the Talent Locker AI Fitness Challenge, presented by Vittoria. And hey, don't miss sweet treats from Amy's Ice Cream and slices from Mangieri's Pizza, perfect for our rising stars and families in the stands. We want to thank our incredible partners, Gilbert Netball, official sponsors of the Elite Quantum X5 Ball, Inferno Sports, keeping our umpires looking sharp, the Australian Consulate General Houston for fueling the hydration and recovery zone, and our broadcast partners, All Sports Television Network and Memory Artists Studios, bringing the game to fans everywhere. Big shout out to Vittoria, our global branding partner.
So I do a little bit of a speech,
to a true netball,
and then I said, please would you please all stand for presentation of colours. They come out, line up, like in the middle behind the blue circle.
Yes, sir.
So I'll be on like the middle circle. They'll be sort of, I'll step up to the side, but they will line up. Behind them will be the singer. They'll stop. I'll choose like the singer. The song finishes, and then they march out with the singer.
The one and only America Josh. He'll also
the colours will be come out.
The welcome reception
once we turn
and
here and we
inspiration fundraiser from 4 to 6 p.m. Saturday.
So I'm waiting for all of that.
The Australian American Chamber of Commerce.
Yep, sure. So
enjoy
march out,
local brews from third level brewery.
Present the colors,
Tito's vodka
so as
and
they're
some
marching
fine
out,
Austin
then I think
wines
you can,
thanks to the
before they
Australian
halt,
Consulate
then you can
General
introduce the
Houston.
speaker if you
And
want.
of course,
I mean the
we've
singer.
got some
Then they'll
incredible
present the
guests
colors.
joining us
While
this
the-
evening.
And she starts singing once that. Where's she at?
Rima
she's
Christmas
over with
Kelly,
you, so-
World Series champion Brian Anderson, international netball star Siggy Berger, and former USA
Is in the
netball
blue on the
captain
left, so we can tell her. And then when she's done singing,
Now,
you can start
here's how it all
back out.
works. We've got 2 divisions, 14 ladies teams and 12 mixed teams, battling it out across 4 courts. Saturday is seeding, with a lightning-fast 2 5-minute halves, just 30 seconds changeover, and 90 seconds between games. Pure adrenaline from whistle to whistle. At the end of Saturday, the top 8 teams advance to Saturday's Cup Division, the next 4 to the Bowl Division, and the rest to the Shield Division. Finals kick off bright and early at 8 a.m. with 2 12-minute halves. Catch the Mixed Cup Finals at 1:30 p.m., followed by the Ladies' Cup Final at 2 p.m.
So I'll introduce you and hand it to you before you start, so then you wait. So I'll say your name, and then hand it to you, I'll step off, and then you wait for the flag to dip, and then you'll start. Yeah.
The location of the 2026
you walk with them,
US
behind them.
Netball Championships. Keep an ear out during the broadcast. Our commentators will be dropping hints all weekend long. And remember, we want to hear
Is that what you want to do? Come on.
Stay active on social media, tag Netball America, and use hashtag US Open Netball for your chance to get featured live on the stream. So get ready, netball fans. The energy's high, the stakes are higher, and the US Open Netball Championships are officially underway.
especially if you're wearing a black shirt, please come to center court of court 1. All women and girls
Netball.
I need them way squished in. Way squished in.
The team sport with no backboard and requires minimal equipment. No dribbling, jumping, and passing.
And you're putting it on the red table. Charlie Roberts, right? Yeah, cool.
Each game starts with a coin toss, which determines who will get the ball for the center pass. The court is divided into thirds, and each of the 7 players per team are designated to certain areas. The netball basket is 10 feet high and has no backboard. 1 point is awarded for each goal made. Let's talk netball basics. A fun game for men, women, boys, and girls, suitable for all ages and ability levels. A game of no dribbling. A game of shooting. Game of no contact. Must defend from 3 feet away from the player with the ball. A game where you only have 3 seconds to pass the ball or shoot for the goal. A game of intercepting. A game of passing. Chest passes, lob passes, and bounce passes. A game of jumping. Play netball today. For more information, contact Netball America. Visit netballamerica.com.
This speaker is awful.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
I don't know, I said to the singer, like, maybe just go without, like, because it's not going to make her sound good. I was like, hold it out a bit, because she's singing into that, it's not great. I'll hand it to her and she can kind of pick, but when the singer's singing, just keep an eye on this board, because if when she's singing, you might need to, like, turn it down a bit, or it might be... Thank you very much, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 14th annual Netball America US Open Netball Championships for 2025, live from Round Rock, the home of sports in Texas. We are so excited this year to have 26 teams from all over the country, from all over the world, taking part in this fantastic chance to spread netball all across America. We've got teams from the United States, Canada, the Caribbean, the UK, South Africa and Australia. And we welcome everyone here today and everyone watching online. We've had over 100,000 people connect to our live US Open Netball Championships in previous years, and we are so excited to break that record this year. So do share this with your family and friends. We would love to see those numbers, and we would love to spread netball all across America. With that, we are going to bring in the Netball America Cup Championships from 2024. For the Netball America Ladies Cup Championship team representing the Santa Monica Spirits Heat, we have Jackie Brooke. And for the Netball America Mixed Cup Championship team representing the Vancouver Comets Ice, it's Charlie Roberts. These teams will be fighting for these cups again this year after an incredible year in 2024. Congratulations to the 2024 champions. We also have some incredible guests this year. Would you give them a warm welcome? We have WNBA champion and Indiana Fever assistant coach, Karima Christmas Kelly. We have World Series champion from the Chicago White Sox, Brian Anderson. We have the former captain of the USA netball team, Amara Bionwu. And we have international professional netball athlete, Siggy Berger. The primary objective of this event is to foster the development of netball and American athletes, coaches and officials as netball and making netball a grassroots sport all across the USA. This is now the largest USA's netball event, with all of these ladies and mixed teams from all over the world competing for the coveted title of US Open Netball Champs. With that, will you please all stand for the presentation of colours? And with them, introducing local Austin singer-songwriter Michaela Watson to sing the national anthem. Thank you, Ella. And with the exit of the car, you can all take your seats. This next guest needs no great introduction. Describes herself as exciting, exhausting, exhilarating. We are so lucky to have this person as the Netball America CEO. Introducing, ladies and gentlemen, and a huge round of applause for all the work that goes into this US Open Netball Championships, Sonia Ottaway.
Okay. So I need to yell? I need both. This is from Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. And it's about investing in the future of women and girls in sports. And that's what we're recognised for, the work we've done. So a big congratulations to you all. It's us. And with that, we have amazing, not only a WNBA champion, a WNBA coach of the Indiana Fever here, Karina Christmas-Kelly. She's such an amazing ambassador for women and girls in sports. I
just really appreciative for this moment and being able to talk to you guys. Sports has always held a special place in my heart. When I was a young kid, I grew up playing anything that I could play until I found my heart's desire, which is basketball. But ironically enough, I grew up watching my sister play netball on the island of Dominica. Yeah. So I fully believe it helped and play that growing up. But the competitive spirit and the camaraderie are essential for young athletes. So being able to play opening ceremony, the way you hype each other up, the way you pick each other up, always essential growing up through sports. I've always believed that exposure and experiences for young athletes navigate their future endeavors. So it doesn't always typically mean playing sports, but the environment that sports brings helps you grow into whatever you need to be in your future endeavors and your professional spheres. So I really would like to thank Parity and Gamebridge for Netball America and creating this space for young athletes to learn, grow, and fall in love with everything sports has to offer. So let's go forth with a full slate of games, activities that create awareness and excitement surrounding the sport of football. Congratulations to you all, and thank you.
Look, we've got someone here. Gamebridge sent this over. I was like, what is this big package? Come on up, Sydney Anderson. All right. Yeah, come back. Got a quick picture? Do you want to say something? Do you want to say, are you the ball girl? Please? No? No? Oh, that's a first. You want to say you're a ball girl? No? Okay, all right. Okay, excellent. Now we're going to bring up our other special VIPs, international netball professional athlete Siggy Berger. Now I met Siggy Berger in 2016. For you that don't know, Netball America won the rights to host the World University Netball Championships, and we ran that in Miami in 2016. Siggy Berger was just a young lass then, playing for the South Africa University netball team that actually won that championships.
Okay, I've got two mics. This is exciting. Anyway, I'm really, really excited to. When Sonia last year already asked me, could I come over? I was like over the moon. I was like, it's so exciting to see netball growing, especially like 26 teams here. I think it's super exciting. And I mean, even just the 5 games that have been played this morning, the competitiveness and everything, I'm like highly impressed. So I'm excited for this weekend. So all the best.
Right. And with that, so we've gone from basketball to netball, all about baseball. MLB Chicago White Sox World Series champion Brian Anderson. Brian actually was at our US Open Netball Championships in 2012, where he couldn't believe as an American professional athlete he'd never heard or seen the sport. And now look at your, show your World Series ring, just so.
We double micing it, huh? I'm so excited to be here, you guys. Obviously, as an ambassador of the sport, I'm learning as I go. And I have a daughter, and hopefully she'll be for the Chicago ladies team over there pretty soon, right? And just a heads up for those of you guys watching the game, heads up for it's fire. The goal attack took out both goals in Game 5. So heads up, and sickest mullet I've seen the rest of the Mississippi. So good job. But so excited to be here. At the end of the closing ceremonies, I'll be giving out a Brian Anderson American Award. So we'll do that, and it's going to be going to whoever embodies like an ambassador for the sport. So I'll be watching you guys. It's been a very physical sport. Siggy, what's going on with that? All right, non-contact. Thank you, guys.
And last but not least of our special guests, Amara Bionwu. We're very proud of Amara, a true Netball America ambassador. She's had a fair few test caps for us, and I've had the privilege when I was the head of delegation for the USA when we took the team down to South Africa and Uganda, and even hosted it here in the USA. She was a Div 1 college ball player. We had, 6 weeks before we left, to train her into a netball player.
Good morning, everyone. It feels weird being on the other side of everything, but I'm truly grateful to be here. I've only played netball for about 5 or 6 years now, but I am pumped. Hopefully I can play again after I graduate from dental school and be the team dentist at the next US Open Games. But we appreciate you all for being here, and I cannot wait to see who wins.
Right, at the opening ceremonies, we always give out a couple of awards, so I'm going to just read them out and call them all up together. This way we can get moving on. First of all, our Volunteer of the Year, the MJ Making a Difference Award. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, but I'd really like to thank 2 people in particular, our VP of Education, Natalie Williams, and Lisa Pethick, who some of you might see as our volunteer IT person behind the scenes, who's created amazing databases for us. Come on up. And then we also have our club leader of the war, our Denver Blizzard. I remember we had a US Open Netball Championships out in Denver, and we were busily helping to connect people, get equipment, etc. for them. Look at them now. They have 2 teams here this year, so congratulations. And the we got was overwhelming support. Donna Tilbrook, come on out as the Club Leader of the Year award. So you're Donna? Yep. And then, Donna. So if you can all get together for a group picture. Yep. You want to be in the... She wants to be. Thank you all for your efforts.
And I wanted to add a couple of words. Does everybody like the venue? Yeah? It's pretty nice, isn't it? Steve Anderson, tournament director, just in case you didn't know. So I just wanted to make a shout out to the Round Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau for all of that they've done to help us facilitate this championships and make it the best it can be. And hopefully everybody has a great time this weekend. Look forward to all the exciting netball coming up.
We will all respect netball, a sport that is motivated by a love of the game and not only defined by the scoreboard. We will all respect the US Open Netball Championships, a world-class international competition and the largest netball event in the United States. We will all support the championship's goal to inspire excellence, empowerment, opportunity, inclusivity, and community engagement as we make netball a household name in the United States.
Thank you, Sarah Franklin. Now we have the athletes and teams official pledge, read by
Tesney DeLuna of the Austin Retros.
On behalf of all athletes and team officials, I pledge that we will abide by the rules of netball and the rules governing the US Open Netball Championships. We enter into these championships with the spirit of sportsmanship, embracing fair play and with respect to the abilities of teams, officials, and volunteers. As athletes and teams, we are grateful for the opportunity to participate in this showcase of netball at the US Open Netball Championships. We appreciate the competition from all athletes and teams and the dedication of all those that make it possible for us to compete.
Thank you, Tesney DeLuna. And now we have the officials pledge from Lavinia McElby, umpire.
On behalf of the US Open Netball Championships, umpires and technical officials, we pledge to officiate each game in a neutral manner, applying the rules to make fair decisions and not allowing our personal biases to influence our decisions. We will live up to our responsibilities and be trusted in our roles to umpire for each game with fairness and integrity.
Quick picture. Ladies and gentlemen, with that comes the end of our ceremony. We want to remind everyone that you can watch online at usopennetball.com. You can tune in on the Netball America YouTube channel and watch us on Facebook. Be sure to share that. That's how we grow this sport across America. And we are especially excited to end this opening ceremony with the wonderful Round Rock Ballet Folklorico, who you see around us. It's more than dance, it's about Mexican heritage. They've won numerous national competitions. It's a not-for-profit organization founded in 1988 by Yolanda Sanchez. It's got century-old traditions, and today they'll be performing El Son de Negra from the state of Jalisco. Thank you again. Give it up for the Round Rock Ballet Folklorico. And with that ends our opening ceremony. Games will start at 10:05. On court 1 we have the Seattle Emeralds and the Denver Blizzard Storm. On court 2 the Carolina Nets, Tar Heels and Southern Wonders. On court 3 the Texas State Blue Bonnets. And on court 4 the Alberta Wild Roses and the Austin Retros. Games will start at 10:05. Thanks for watching us at the US Open Netball Championships with Netball America. Tune in all throughout this weekend and you can watch games live from Court 1. Thanks for joining us.
Netball. The team sport with no backboard and requires minimal equipment. No dribbling, jumping, and passing. Each game starts with a coin toss, which determines who will get the ball for the center pass. The court is divided into thirds, and each of the 7 players per team are designated to certain areas. The netball basket is 10 feet high and has no backboard. 1 point is awarded for each goal made.
Hi, this is Sarah from Chicago Netball Club. Looking forward to coming to Texas, umpiring for the US Open, and seeing all our players and umpires from across the US and across the world take part in this really special event. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Mandy Violet and I'm very excited to come and visit the US once again, to come to Austin and Round Rock, Texas for the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. Last year was the first time I visited the event and it was great to see the high standard of play, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how everybody's improved.
Your big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing we will rock you. We will rock you. Buddy, you're a young man, hard man, shouting in the street, gonna take on the world someday. You got blood on your face, your big disgrace, waving your banner all over the place, singing we will rock you. Sing it! We
and welcome back to the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. I'm here, we just had a great opening ceremony, and I'm here with our special guest, WNBA champion and Indiana Fever assistant coach, Karima Christmas-Kelly. Karima, welcome.
Thank you for having me. So much fun to be part of this experience and part of these championships. So really excited to see the next slate of games start up after opening ceremony.
Yeah. Now, what are you seeing here? I heard that you are familiar with netball.
Mm-hmm.
You have seen it before.
Yep.
Over the years. But what do you see as maybe some I suppose great, not so much similarities, but skills that are transferable between basketball and netball?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just see the strategy about it all. You know, I think with basketball, we're so quick to be so fast-paced, up and down. With netball, you have to kind of pick and choose your areas, your angles, putting yourself in a position to score. So it's really good to see a different kind of viewpoint of the same type of game.
Yeah. And look at that, no backboard,
yeah, no
right?
backboard. That's saving basketball. You know, that saves a lot of us, or that's strategic with our shot as well. But being able to see these players put in the work to perfect their form for shots like these without a backboard.
Yeah, we've actually had some basketball groups buy our hoops to practice.
Oh yeah, I mean,
without the backboard.
That's a really good form shooting. Especially, I think we talk about that with our players, is being able to shoot the ball and not hit any rim or not hit any backboard. So this game kind of forces you to do those things, and now it gets to be instinctual when you're playing the game.
Yeah, exactly. And like the posts look high, but 10 feet, so they're the same height as a basketball.
Yeah, it's
hoop.
all about that illusion. You don't have that backboard there to see, and makes it seem a little bit more difficult. But
yeah, exactly. And what we actually do in school programs that don't have the posts and they use the backboards, we just have it count as going out of play if it hits the backboard.
Ah, okay. I didn't know that. I mean, I think for me, it's just learning a lot about this, especially for the youth growing up and them picking up the game at an early age and being able to master it early and being able to see these tournaments and these championships play out.
Yeah, no, it's great. And that's our whole goal. And what you're here, right, we're investing in the youth, especially, you know, in girls in sport. And, you know, predominantly globally, it's probably more women play, but here in the US we promote it as co-ed from the beginning because it is a safe, inclusive sport, and as you can see, they got to be 3 feet to defend. Yeah. So there's no like guarding or checking the body.
Yeah.
So regardless of your height or stature, you got to give that room for a player to do a pass.
Yeah, I think that's probably the most interesting part of this game versus just playing basketball. You know how much contact there is in the sport, and being able to move freely. So it's definitely a different game to watch, but it's also exciting because you can see different players and what they're good at, the areas that they're able to operate in and put themselves in a position to be successful.
Yeah. And how do you think, you know, from an elite perspective and what you do as a coach, I don't know, do you have any tips for maybe some other coaches or those that are even trying to get their players to the next level?
Yeah, I mean, I think we always think about starting with the fundamentals. I think that's key. Whatever sport you're in, it's the fundamental part of it, and being able to be on balance, have strength and use it in the correct way, and also being a great teammate. I think teaching that as an early age is something that's very valuable because players like that make it through the years. Sometimes it might not be about talent, it's about what you can bring for your team, how you can bring people together and make other people better.
Yeah. And how does that all factor in, like when you're, say, recruiting athletes or selecting the top team to play or et cetera? Because I know we've had challenges in the past. We've had some great athletes, but their attitude or their teamwork wasn't there. And we had to make a hard decision, just at our low levels to cut players.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's very essential. I mean, especially for your locker room. I think that's a big part of what we do is we always want our locker room culture to reflect what's on the court as well. So bringing in the right people and doing your homework. You know, sometimes you say you just have to find out about it. I think now in the off season, that's what we kind of do with scouting. We look at the complete player. We look at everything that they have to bring. Of course, there's talent out there, but how do you respond to your teammates? How do you respond to your coaches? And just kind of having those insights and then making our decisions on who we ultimately draft or bring in for training camp for those moments.
Oh, that's fantastic. And what's the next 6 months look like for you then?
Yeah, so really just scouting a lot of the college players, free agency when that comes about, and then we have players in and out of market, so being in a position to watch their workouts, put them through workouts. Our player development has been really, really great, having a plan for them in the off season that, is scaled to the time that we have. It's not just trying to be where you need to be right now. We're just trying to be over time and get ready for the next season and be in a position to, start the season off strong.
Yeah. Well, one thing they're doing a lot with netball globally is, there's a big push for men, just the men leagues and netball, the pro leagues, having them at the international level compete and everything, but that's never been a tradition. So they're doing that, and what I'm also seeing is these national teams having their national ladies play the national men's and televise it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think even with us, our daily practices through season is playing against guys. Okay, yeah. Most teams, every team I think has practice guys that are with you on a consistent basis because it is a different level of physicality. You have to be in a position to outsmart your opponent when they're a little bit more skilled or a little bit more athletic. Now we have to actually take time to put ourselves in a position to get better on a daily basis when the competition is very, very high.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. So on court here we have Seattle Emeralds. So they're there in the green and blue. They've been a long-standing member club, and they're playing the Denver Blizzard Storm. So Denver Blizzards literally in the past 12 months have really stepped it up a notch, and this is their first time they've attended a US Open Netball Championships with 2 teams. Yeah. So that's fantastic for them.
For sure. I think for me it's just how much have you seen the growth over the years, and where do you think you want to be as time goes on? I know it's expanding, we're getting more teams, the parity of it all is changing, but just what do you kind of envision next maybe 5 years?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. Netball's been here actually for 50 years, probably over 50 years, but it's more been just small cultural groups set up, just playing amongst their family and friends, and not really sitting back and having a good strategic plan as to, well, how do you introduce a sport to already a country that already is dominant by, the college sports system and the professional sports systems. You just can't compete with that, right? So we had to be creative and look at it, and that's where we introduced our Be an Inspiration program, which is part of why you're here. But really taking the rules of netball, because if you look at the things like no contact, there's only 3 seconds to make a pass in netball, so it's quick decision making, right? So as the kids go through our sessions, the topic for that week is decision making.
Okay.
So they do some teaming activities, and we give them tools on how to make decisions. They do decision making in nutrition, and then we get them out on court and do decision making on court.
Okay.
Right? How do you get a pass away? And then you progress it by adding in defensive pressure. Yeah. So that's how we've been able to reach some more, and get some great awards for being creative for that. It's taken us all over the world, and we're pretty proud of that. But just moving it now to the next level, and just by having you here, I think it helps elevate. I think it really pumps up everyone. But really turning it into the next, we want to get and have our version. We've got our National Netball League that we've run and piloted a couple of times, so we're making some changes to that. But I see this as a future, another where you are with the franchises and where you are with the WNBA, having netball, not compete as so much, but something more similar and giving more opportunities to more women and girls.
For sure. And that's the thing, is all about opportunities, getting those experiences. And sports is sports, they all help build the same thing, I think, especially building confidence, having those moments of playing with different people and navigating all that. So it's always amazing to see, just really happy to see it hit more major cities, different spaces like that.
Okay, excellent. So that's it.
Netball. The team sport with no backboard and requires minimal equipment. No dribbling. jumping, and passing. Each game starts with a coin toss, which determines who will get the ball for the center pass. The court is divided into thirds, and each of the 7 players per team are designated to certain areas. The netball basket is 10 feet high and has no backboard. 1 point is awarded for each goal made.
Hi, this is Sarah from Chicago Netball Club. Looking forward to coming to Texas, umpiring for the US Open, and seeing all our players and umpires from across the US and across the world take part in this really special event. See you soon.
The 2025 US Open Netball Championships. I am Ziggy Berger, and I am here with an absolute icon of America, Karima. Welcome back. I believe you've just been commentating the previous game.
Yes, thank you. Just having really good conversations surrounding the sport and being able to see it live for the first time in a while, so really excited for this moment.
That's amazing. I believe we are now on the Santa Monica. Good morning, and we are back at the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. We are currently on round 7, the Santa Monica Suns versus the Carolina Nets Wolfpack. I'm Ziggy Berger, and I am here with an absolute legend of America, the one and only Karima. Hi, I know you commentated the previous round. However, I am really, really excited. I know I didn't get to hear what you guys were chatting about. But yeah, how are you finding the whole tournament so far?
Yeah, I mean it's been great to see. I think I haven't really seen it live since I was a young child. So being able to be around the sport, learn some new things, similarities to basketball, but also being different and just kind of engaging with the players has been really, really fun.
Yeah, and the little bit that you've watched, if you were to play netball, is there like any specific position that you think like you would want to play?
I'm not sure. I probably need to be somewhere close to the basket. I think I can get my shots off, at the goal, but maybe, I don't know.
More shooting or more defending?
Well, I do love defense, so maybe,
I can see you being a goal defense, like just devouring the circle, because Amara and I were like chatting earlier, and we were saying that basically the shooters, because obviously the basketball versus netball, there's only 2 that are allowed to shoot.
Okay.
We call ourselves the shooters, the princesses of the court.
Oh,
we don't call it we just got that stereotype, unfortunately. The silent child is the wing defense, because they just basically have to shut down the main feeder, but they don't get any glory.
Okay.
They just literally have to do the biggest dog workload, but no one ever even acknowledges them. But us on the princess, the shooting side, basically everything revolves around us, because if we're not getting it through the net, there's no points getting added, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's about the defenders need to turn ball for us, the mid-court need to bring it down, they need to land on circle edge so that they can feed it, and even a GA like the goal attack, her main role is to basically open up the circle for the shooter. So whether that is try to split the defenders, or basically run any sort of lines to open it up, or go help assist on the outside to feed it in. But yes, unfortunately we got the bad rep, we got the princess reputation. But yeah, I could see you on either as a shooter or even as a defender. I think you might have that grit. I'm lacking that
that was me in basketball, so maybe that translates a little bit more. Yeah. I love that.
No, that's sick. And also the big difference that I have found is in netball, we our goal, obviously we don't have a backboard, and you guys have a backboard, and our shooting average, so say now I play a netball match, and my shooting average, I expect to get minimum 96% goal average. So I'm missing one. If I'm having an awful game, I miss two goals the whole match. And I'm shooting 50 to 60 goals, 1 pointers, right? So then I'm oh, that's such a bad match. Versus in basketball, if you're obviously you guys may maybe a good match is 50% accuracy, whatever. So that's like the biggest thing that I found, because I think if I had to play basketball and I had to shoot like 3 miss, I'd be like, I want to go be water bottle girl. I'm like, I'm awful. Like, get me off. So I think that's the big difference.
For sure, and we talked about, not having the backboard, but I think that kind of equates to us doing more form shooting too. Like, we go to a point where we're doing form shooting. We don't want to hit the back of the rim. We don't want to hit the backboard. So
you just want to have swish.
Yeah, that's where you kind of like start your workouts trying to be that way, and then you extend yourself out. But that same route, you guys are doing that on a high rate. That's something that we have to practice on the regular to consistently be good at shooting. Yeah,
and I also think obviously like another big thing is like when we shoot, we like take it up to the top, and then we like shoot very high for our like parabola, like trajectory of the ball to like go up and in. Whereas I think you guys shoot like you guys don't bring the ball to you don't like bring it behind your head. You like bring it to the front and then shoot. That's so insane.
I know. It's like when we're doing almost the same thing, but it's like a different approach to how you how you take the game on. So
exactly,
I think that's what excites me about seeing it now, is just the different ways to play a similar type of sport, but having the same impact as well.
Yeah. And we're going now to ad breaks. It's the 2025 US Open Netball Championships live from Round Rock, Texas.
Netball America director and co-founder Sonia Ottaway has been selected as one of 20 recipients for the 2024 President's Council on Sports, Fitness and Nutrition Community Leadership Award. The award celebrates leaders who are building more vibrant and thriving communities through sports, physical activity, fitness and nutrition-related programs. This prestigious award is given due to the impact Sonia has made not only in the USA, but globally using the sport of netball.
We are back live at the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. I'm Ziggy Berger here with Karima Christmas Kelly. We were just chatting about like the game and the big differences that we found. Do you guys, when you guys are training and things, how important is it to when you're like selecting teams? Obviously with us we only have 2 people who shoot. So like in a team of 12 we have 4 that shoot. But like for you guys, like is it like super important to be an all-rounder? Like because like what if you like insane at like rebounds or whatever you guys have, and like defense, but like you can't shoot to save your life? Would that be like
I mean, I think you're able to find things that make your team different. So everybody can't be the same players. So I think for us, you navigate. Of course, you would like everybody that's able to shoot. It's just different ranges people have. So sometimes you're like, you set up your team or your 5 based on, I have 3 shooters around. Maybe I can afford to not have 2 more in the paint that don't have to be shooting outside.
Okay.
But I think the game has just expanded so much that everybody's at a point now where they're trying to extend their range. They're trying to be shooters and being a threat on the outside. So there's different intricacies to it. I mean, I think there's different levels of importance of rebounding, people that give you extra possessions, people that can defend at a high level. Sometimes might not be as great on the offensive end, but it's something you can work on. So always having that parity on your team and being able to put people together that make everybody successful.
And also almost like what we were saying about some of these players, like having a bit of chemistry between the players, because like it doesn't help you have like insane individual players, but like they cannot gel or mesh, because then it's like you'd rather have 5 average players who like actually can play together versus like missing each other's like where they're passing, where one thinks you're passing to, and they're just preempting something completely different or like whatever.
And I think we talked about that too, is just like the locker room piece, the character piece of players is whatever you have in your locker room, you want that to be sustainable, and you want that to be protected on the court. And I think that's one thing when we do scouting, when we go into free agency, is just finding the complete player. Of course, there's a lot of talent out there, but what can you bring to the team, more of yourself to others, and having that being the focal point when we do pick out players to join the team.
That's amazing. So with me, I've been in the UK. I've been playing netball there for like 8 years. I also played for South Africa, but like whatever about the netball, like in the UK, the best years that I've ever had. It was this random team. They were like always like for all the years in the Super League coming last. Okay, like last. Like, but they always had like goats of the game, like individuals, but like they just could not win. And then this other girl who was once one of our teammates, she became head coach. And we heard that she was coach. So a bunch of us who are friends were like, you know what, let's go play for Joe Tripp. And basically what we did was like, we all had played like internationally at some point for our country. So like Northern Ireland, Wales, England, South Africa, Australia, or whatever, New Zealand, whatever. And basically, none of us were like the it girls at the time. Like, we were brilliant players, but we weren't like, it wasn't like a team of big names. There were like maybe one or two of us that were big names. And basically what happened was like, we called ourselves a bunch of weirdos, okay? We literally like, our captain would like talk to the media, so we're like a bunch of weirdos. And it was exactly that. Like, we could literally be ourselves, like purely ourselves. We were like a bunch of misfits basically, but we were so good because we played for each other and we played for our coach, and we really bought in, and like, you know, we could laugh together, cry together, find lame things funny, and like, we really just embodied up like, and therefore like we grew quite a big following, and like our team was like quite a fan favorite, and it was just because like we broke that relatability gap to show the people like, look, we are you, literally whatever. And because of that, like from this team always coming last, we made it to top 4, to finals, and like it was so good. Unfortunately our club called it when we went like fully professional because they didn't win the bid. But like for those years that we were together, it was like so fun because I just got to hang out with
I know. I mean, those are the best teams,
and
when
that's
you
the
can just have
best,
fun and you still are competing at a high level, but you just have great people around
Exactly.
you.
Like even this year, everyone like was like, we miss Stars. Like Stars was the best, and I'm like, I cannot argue that. Like it was just so much fun, and like it was just like honestly that chemistry, that locker room chemistry, and you know like in netball. But I do relate with the WNBA, except you guys are on like way higher scale. Like they expect us to be full time. We get paid nothing. Like we all have to work full time other jobs. And that is a wrap for the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. Thank you. Good morning. We are live at the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. My name is Ziggy Berger, and I am your commentator for this morning. We are currently having the Santa Monica Blaze versus the Woodland Warriors, and I am just so excited to be seeing this game. Something that really excites me is that the Woodland Warriors actually have their the US flag as well as their like home country on the back of their vest. And starting off, it is a mixed team, and you can see the level and the intensity is exceptionally high. Oh, great. Playing herself closer to the post. I would like to see her sink the shot. An unfortunate miss. And we'll have a throw in for the Woodlands Warriors. Beautiful. They're looking quite laterally. I would like to see them look down court. But what is currently happening is that everyone is moving at the same time. They need a little bit of better timing, because what's happening is everyone's moving towards the ball, and then everyone is moving away from the ball. So you need some to get some depth to attack back up court, because otherwise it's going to be messy and sticky like this for the full 10 minutes. Beautiful. Great depth ball and a beautiful bounce pass in to our shooter. and a big strong lean from Alex, who is the goal defense for the Santa Monica team. He is from New Zealand. I have been really impressed. Santa Monica Spirits have actually got 3 teams competing in the 2025 US Open Netball Championships, which is, you know, quite impressive that there is so much depth, and every single Santa Monica team has been incredibly impressive thus far. I would like to see when the goal attack comes in, maybe the goal shooter open up the circle, so move out, because what we are seeing now is a double marking, which is very common, which is when 2 defenders double up on one shooter, usually the predominant shooter, to try to eliminate them from the game. Quick turnover from the Warriors. I feel that this game is quite rushed. I would like, you know, one rule about netball is that you have 3 seconds with the ball. So as you catch it, it's 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, and then you only need to pass the 3-second rule. So what I would really like to see is the Woodland Warriors specifically, who are winning great ball, actually just take a breath before they feed the ball off again, because it's super rushed. And it must be so frustrating for the goal defense and the goalkeeper, who are winning such ball, just for it to be turned over again, and then they've got to work. As a shooter, I am aware that like my role of sinking the ball is crucial, because shooting and sinking the ball and capitalizing off the turnovers reinforces confidence. And in matches where it's short form, like 5 minutes aside, gaining confidence is gaining momentum, which is making you get the W's on the board. So I think this will be really, really important. No. We also are finding that the gentleman, the goal attack, is asking for the ball when he is marked. I would like him to do a prelim, which is a move and then a move on. So any like preliminary move and then a move onto the ball, so that he does a move to become free and then loses his defender to come onto a ball. I have spoken about this before, but I have been really impressed by the umpires. I think the umpires are doing an amazing job. You know, especially in short form and mixed netball, where there is quite a lot of turnover and quite a lot of speed. Sprint, you know, doing like 5-minute intervals of sprints. It's not for the weak. It's not for the faint-hearted. There's 10 seconds left. I would like them to just put the ball up. And this is the end of the first half. You are at the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. Thanks for tuning in. Good afternoon, or good morning. Sorry, it's been quite a long day already. I'm Ziggy Berger, and you are tuning in live from the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. We are currently having the Santa Monica Blaze play against the Woodland Warriors. We've had the first half, and the score is currently 2-2, which is a draw. We've seen quite impressive netball, quite a lot of speed. Although both teams are winning a lot of ball, we are just not seeing them capitalize due to silly errors. And I think, personally, it's too hasty play. So what we're currently seeing is quite a lot of physicality, and maybe the umpires could take it a little bit more in control, because this is where accidents could happen. People are getting a little bit rough, but that's okay. It's all just like fun competition. Beautiful screen and a beautiful drive from the goal attack, which drew the goal defense, and the goal shooter, having a really strong hold with the goalkeeper on his back, opened up for an easy ball straight under the post in a sweet spot to shoot. Beautiful work. Nice. I am really impressed by the goal shooter from Santa Monica Blaze. He is from Ireland. He's been in America for quite a while. And it's actually so funny. I love it to see expats who move abroad. They might not have played netball in their home countries, but finding netball, which is a Commonwealth sport, in a foreign country forms a sense of community as well as identifies a lot of hidden talent. So it is super impressive. We have the wing defense hat trick waiting on the transverse line, and I think, yes, look forward, but also we have people on the back up. Easy move.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Brian.
Welcome back.
Lovely to have you here. I've just been talking about different aspects of the game and how there's a lot of ball being won, but I'm just looking for both teams to actually take a breath, because we have 3 seconds with the ball. I would like to see them take a breath and actually capitalize off these crucial intercepts that the defenders are doing, because especially in short form games, intercepts, you should be capitalized because it creates confidence. So if you see one intercept get capitalized, everyone's going to go harder and harder and harder, and that's how you create a ripple effect and change momentum.
Yeah, and I noticed one thing about some of these matches, because they're so intense and the gameplay is so rapid. It's hard probably for some of these players to let the plays develop, because I think they're so eager to score a goal. I mean, like you said, I think there's a lot of unforced errors being made right now because
absolutely,
because the time of the game is so short.
I know, but it's also one of those catch-22s. It's like, yes, maybe the time might be short, but every second center pass will be yours. So if you just take it slowly and capitalize, at least you will and you score off your own center passes. At least you'll get a draw, and then every intercept will be an extra point added. So
sure, no, that's great.
Yeah. So how have you found everything this morning?
I think it's great because I have you by my side. That's right. Hey, you notice? For those of you,
we have my mum and dad listening in from South Africa.
From where are they in Johannesburg or Pretoria?
They're from Cape Town.
Cape Town, not Durban. They're not from Durban.
Or Bloemfontein.
All I'll just say to the burgers, aksies to the burgers.
What? Aksies? Ach, shame. Mommy, Daddy, if you're listening, don't worry. Oh, great rebound off the South African Woodlands Warrior player. It's really exciting. Look, if you look, for example, at the goal defense, you can see they've got the British flag, the American flag, and then their home
South
country
African.
flag.
Yeah,
there's a few, and then we've
great.
got the wing defense, who's Scottish.
You know, I've seen a couple of these Santa
Edinburgh
Monica players too, but they were also at the clinic the development clinic out in Charlotte or Fort Mill, South Carolina.
Unlucky out of court. Yeah, how did you find that whole clinic out there with Gretel?
It was great. I mean, again, Sonia's just done such a tremendous job building brand awareness and building awareness to the game of netball. I'm always pleasantly surprised to see how much the game is growing and how much the sport is growing.
And that is it. It is a 6-3 win. Here live from the Round Rock Sports Center at the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. Thanks for clocking in.
Let's talk netball basics. A fun game for men, women, boys, and girls, suitable for all ages and ability levels. A game of no dribbling. A game of shooting. A game of no contact. Must defend from 3 feet away from the player with the ball. A game where you only have 3 seconds to pass the ball or shoot for the goal. A game of intercepting. A game of passing. Chest passes, lob passes, and bounce passes. A game of jumping. Play netball today. For more information, contact Netball America. Visit netballamerica.com.
US Open Netball Championships in Round Rock, Texas. My name is Vicky Berger, and I have a guest commentator.
Yeah, Brian Anderson here. It's my first time commentating.
For all my South African family that are currently tuned in, Brian is a glorified cricket player. They call it baseball or something here.
Yeah, and I was also told that I don't photo well.
Okay, we don't need to tell my family about that part.
Fair enough.
I'm joking. So we are currently having the Santa Monica Heat versus the San Francisco Stars ladies. We've actually seen the San Francisco Stars ladies play earlier this morning, and we found them really, really impressive, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, their intensity is crazy. I just walked back to court 2 or court 3. They were just playing the game before this, and I know they're not on camera, so it's tough for the people at home to see, but the intensity is like unmatched. I mean, the San Francisco team, you could tell they practice quite a bit. They play together. They communicate. Their communication's off the charts. Their center too
is unreal.
There's a reason why she's in such great shape. I mean, she's not stopped since I've seen her.
Honestly, I think, you know, with short format competitions like this, where you're playing maybe like 10 or 12 matches a day, and it's quick bursts of like 10 minutes, to be like a shooter's okay, goalkeeper's fine, but the mid-court, you know, especially a center, you know, in theory, you're running up and down. You're doing like 10-minute court sprints with like a quick break at 5 minutes. It's quite insane. Like, yeah, like it's been quite impressive. We do need to like note, so the Santa Monica team, we have some amazing players. So Taylor Kiss is the goalkeeper. She's from Australia.
I know Mona Gerard.
Yes, tell about her. She's a legend in Australian netball.
And so I was just speaking with her before.
She played for the Australian Diamonds back in the day.
Yeah, so I was talking with her before all the matches started today. Her and her husband just recently moved back to Australia. So they moved from Santa Monica back to Australia, and her sons are her eldest son just got into high school, is trying to play for one of the local Australian baseball teams. So
really, that's quite impressive. So did she fly out just for this competition?
She did, either that or because she thought we were really good friends. I for the matches.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she's a great player, but just really cool too. We got to talking quite a bit about baseball. She's helped me just like you have learn the rules of netball, so it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, I can imagine. But I mean, you know, like for players that are playing against her, it's so like, imagine like she was an Australian Diamond. They are arguably the best, the Aussie Diamonds and the New Zealand like Silver Ferns, arguably the best, you know, teams in the world. And, you know, to have like a legend of the game who got to put on the green and gold, play against you, like, you know, that must be amazing for all these players who are going up against them.
Sure, so excluding yourself, again, this is my ticket to find out more information. For those of you watching at home, excluding yourself, who were your top 5 favorite netballers
of all time?
Yeah, I mean, like who did you look up to? Who did you love to watch, and who do you really admire as far as like skill set?
So without a doubt, the first one I have to say would be Gretel Tippett.
She's incredible.
She's unreal. But my childhood heroes growing up was a lady called Irene van Dijk. So Irene's actually South African. She played for South Africa. And then she went over to New Zealand, and then she basically helped them win like World Cups and Commonwealth Games and stuff. She's unreal, and she's the loveliest human. Like, you know, they say never meet your hero. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, meeting her, she was the sweetest soul. So I definitely would say her. And then there's another lady called Kat Tuivasa. Also, like, you know, she's like the LeBron James. She's just like has a brain. You know, like those who are like playmakers. Like, I'm like, how do you have that kind of vision? And like, how can you set up play for yourself? Like, I would say those are my top 3, and then it gets a little bit blurry. My mum would want me to say her, because my mum also played for South Africa.
That's awesome.
But like then it gets into murky territory. So I'll just say Gretel, Irene, and Katja Vaidi.
Well, now you got to give your mom a full name shout out so she could tell.
Shout out Barbara Berger.
Barbara Berger, what's up, Bob? It's been honestly. I mean, I've gotten to watch Monia Gerard play, and so I'm a little bit biased, and some of the other girls or the women on the teams, but the San Francisco team, as far as like intensity, communication, energy, I don't think I've seen a women's team play at this pace. It's been incredible. I just I'm tired watching them.
Yeah, it's so impressive, eh? Yeah. There is, and that is the end of the first half.
The 2025 U.S. Open Netball Championships. Boom.
Hold up. Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a little pile of friends, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on a boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your death. Cause you play a roulette with each step. I progress no less. Go ahead and place your bets. Cause we know where we at, we know we top tier. Cause all the hate that you bring, we know it stops here. I'm taking off like a rocket here and stopping here. It's strange how they cannot see the future, but see profit here. Wait up. We gon' always win. Promise that that's not a promise, yeah, that is a threat. You know that I promise to bring the team commas. When the whole team win, that's when you flex.
And we're back. We are in game 9. Boy, those games have gone by fast, of the Santa Monica Heat and the San Francisco Stars ladies.
It's been quite a tight game. It's quite a low-scoring game for both teams. But I think these are both teams that have the opportunity and the capacity to be winners and trophy winners at this tournament. So it's exciting to see like the level of play.
I can only imagine too some of the San Francisco players seeing maybe like a legend like Monia across the court, right? Like, they probably stepped their game up a little bit, wanting to impress her, or just maybe even wanting to put one over on her and win, right?
Absolutely. It's so impressive. Even I'm in awe. I haven't met her yet, and I'm dying to meet her. Great movement. I would like to see, the defenders for the Santa Monica team, they're just too tight. It's
She's
so
really good
Just
too.
Taylor Kiss, yeah. These ladies are just like so strong. Like that defense is relentless. Like San Francisco Stars, who have arguably some of the best shooters here, they just aren't getting the ball in, and that's because it's the defense are so tight on them.
Yeah,
they're not standing a chance.
The defense has been off the charts for both teams. I mean, there's only been 4 total goals in this entire match.
I know. And there's only 3.5 minutes left. So in 6.5 minutes.
I think it's great we're streaming live in South Africa, huh? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, literally.
Technology is a wonderful thing sometimes, not all the time.
Technology is great till it flops, and then we realize how dependent we are on it. What an incredible read from Taylor Kiss and her center. You know, noticing that the center of San Francisco is one of the key players. So, you know, to eliminate her takes one of the crucial feeders out the game. Great movement. We have the goal shooter for the Santa Monica team from England.
That's probably been the farthest shot on goal I've seen since I've been here. She's probably about 7 feet away from the basket, which is rare, right? Usually they're about within 3 to 5 feet.
Yeah, so she's actually an impressive player. We play a Netball Super League in England. She plays in the pathway for the under-19 team of Manchester Thunder.
Nice.
Absolutely incredible. Manchester Thunder is owned by Debbie Hallis, who is an amazing, she's like a netball mastermind, and all her pathways and her team's Thunder are absolutely amazing. So, yeah.
Another intercept by the San Francisco team.
I think they're trying to have lots of quick movements, lots of quick passes to gain that momentum back. Nice, great. And you can see the urgency as no, you can't shoot because their foot was out of court, so it might not go. Yeah. Her foot was out of the circle. So a rule is you have to land with both your feet inside the circle to be able to take the shots.
Nice.
Oh, unlucky. And we have the ball here behind the commentators' table.
That's right. Siggy trying to get back in the action over here.
100%. This has made me miss netball so much. I need to get my knee rehabbed so I can come back. Ooh. As you can see, there's a lot of like, I would say erratic passing. I think with the 3 seconds that you have, I think sometimes like it's fine to go quick, but then you need to like change the tempo, you know? And like Taylor taking that from a quick pass through to a center third pass, it just like creates like short, long. It just creates a change in the timing. And I need them now to just get their composure, gain composure, and unluckiness.
Just less than a minute in the second half. San Fran's got to turn on the heat here.
Yeah. Oh, great. Oh, yeah. You can see why she was Aussie Diamond. She's unreal. Oh.
Wow.
As you can see, standout performance, go-to performance here. I really wish the rest could just clean up a little bit, because you see it's like incredible things like that intercept that have to get capitalized, you know?
Just 10 seconds left.
You can see the urgency to get that ball in. Oh. And that is a 4-2 win for
the Santa Monica Heat.
Hey! And you're live here at the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. Thank you, Brian.
Welcome to Kiddo Kinetics, where fun meets fitness. We partner with schools and early learning centers to bring the joy of physical activity to children aged 1 to 10. We bring everything needed, the plans, coaches, and equipment. All you do is enjoy the fun. Feel confident knowing your students are in good hands, growing stronger and more coordinated in a non-competitive way. Join us in creating a fun, active environment for kids. Contact Kiddo Kinetics today and let's get moving.
Welcome to Netball Sprouts, where young players learn the fundamentals of netball. Brought to you by Netball America and the Ready Set Net program, this exciting initiative introduces kids to the game in a new way that's active, positive, and full of fun. Whether you're new to the sport or building on early skills, Netball Sprouts is designed to help every child grow confidence, teamwork, and coordination, all while having a great time. This is a proud publication from the Ready Set Net curriculum, which is the USA netball curriculum created by Netball America to get Americans playing netball. Feel free to scan the QR code for more information and to order your copy today.
Check out and buy our amazing netball.
We are currently on round 10. Comets Ice versus Thames Mavericks Typhoon. There are 2 Thames Mavericks teams here at the competition, and they are from England. It's really exciting to see, like, you know, some international teams come over. I believe last year there was a team from Cheshire, and it's exciting to see 2 mixed teams come over.
Yeah,
just, you know, change it up.
Team, the Thames Mavericks Tornado, they were impressive. I mean, they were probably the most physical team we've seen in the mixed teams since the tournament started.
Absolutely. I've been really, really highly impressed at the level of netball I've seen here at the tournament. Woo! Oh, unlucky. So at the goal attack, she just flew for the ball and she tried to basically deflect it in as it was on its way out. One unlucky foot out to pass it off before, as she landed, made it be a throw-in. I'm quite impressed already. It's short, sharp games, and Comets Ice have literally come in with a little like strong hustle, hey?
Yeah, I tell you what, both these teams are intense. There'll be some rare offensive goals here. I mean, geez, look at. There we go.
Oh, beautiful, easy. I want to see him breathe before he shoots. Perfect.
Yeah, talk about that's something that's key. I think to talk about too, and as I'm learning, is keeping your composure near the goal, right? I mean, like you said, I've heard you mention several times. Make sure to take a breath, compose yourself before you take a shot on goal, right?
Yeah. So I definitely think, you know, like, as you guys can see, these matches are quite, oh, that was footwork, but okay, the umpire probably didn't see that. I think because the games are quite like fast, rapid, you know, fiery, spicy, that it's quite like, you know, they say non-contact, but it is quite like physical. You get into a rushed mentality and mindset. So like, you know, you get the ball as a shooter. It's like there's a lot of pressure, what we call pressure on the ball. Like you can feel like this one has to
Breathing
sing.
down your neck,
And like you get in that like mindset that you just like, oh my gosh, I just need to get rid of the ball. But it's like, no. You are the one who has to put the points on the board. So instead of just being like, get rid of it, you're like, okay, like let's actually just regroup. We have 3 seconds, just take a breath. And it's just something you've done every single day your whole life. Just up, bend your knees, lift and roll, you know, because otherwise it's like, what's the point of bringing it down if we can't capitalize?
That's true.
I think.
Now we should touch base for the listeners just tuning in too. You said the goal attack and the goal shooter are the princesses of the court, or is that just the goal shooter?
Both.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyone who plays shooter is the princess.
Fair enough.
And I think the silent workhorse, the forgotten child, is the wing defense. So what's important in netball is typically, the best feeder, the one who can really find the shooters under the post into their, who can, you know, guide a shooter into their sweet spot to shoot, is your wing attack. So that's your like the one who would typically have the most feeds, and the wing defense is the one who's defending the wing attack. So you know it's a good wing defense when the wing attack is quiet, aka the center or the goal attack needs to feed the shooter. So what makes a wing attack missing is a really good wing defense who's just hustle. It's a silent assassin. You're just relentlessly bothering them that they can't be doing their job.
So just the goal attack and the goal shooter, the only two allowed within the circle?
Correct.
Gotcha.
And then obviously the goal defense and the goalkeeper, who is their opposition, yes. Oh, you can see there's bodies on the line everywhere. Thames Mavericks have actually landed last week Saturday, so they've been here for a while. They had a few training sessions here, and they had to take some annual leave to get here. But like, you know, I'm glad they've acclimatized to our time zone and everything.
Nice.
So.
No, it definitely does take a couple of days. I know, especially in the baseball world, just traveling from like sometimes you have a game against Seattle. Well, you have a game in Seattle, you know, and you get done at 10 o'clock. Well, it's 1 p.m. in New York, and you have to fly all the way to go play Boston or New York. You lose 3 hours. You're going to play the next day. People don't realize that it's a 6-hour time swing. So
plus a flight. You know, the flight is heavy on you too.
4 hours, about 4.5 to get it from. It's usually 4.5 to 5 to go from, you know, if you go from San Diego, California to, you know, New York City, I bet you it's right around 5 hours.
Wow. And let's talk about like a World Series. So do I have it correct? Oh, great intercept, great reading of the ball. Pick it up. There we go. Easy. Oh, unlucky. Oh.
That's an intense. That's an intense match for first half.
First half, Thames Mavericks versus Comets Ice. Comets Ice.
At Little Photo Studio, we believe your love story deserves a cinematic telling. We specialize in Vogue-inspired editorial photography and cinematic, story-driven wedding films. Our work goes beyond traditional documentation. With us, your memories become cinematic keepsakes to experience again and again. From our reimagined studio-style photo booth to full wedding films.
Welcome back to the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. We are currently in the second half of the Comets Ice versus the Thames Mavericks Typhoons. I am Ziggy Berger, and I am here with the one and only Brian Anderson, Mr. MLB White Sox, world champion, as well as loads of other teams. I was reading on his Wikipedia last night to do some research. It's quite impressive. But yeah, we were chatting just before the break about a World Series. So how does it typically work? How many matches are in a World Series?
So in World Series, so as you get deeper in the playoffs, you know, you go through
how many teams are in the MLB?
So there's 30 teams.
Wow.
And you know, the rules are forever changing as far as like who makes the playoffs nowadays. Like it used to just be 4 teams, then they want to get a wild card. Now there's a play-in game, and so they seem to tweak it every couple of years. But it will start off with the wild card play-in game, and then it will be the American League Divisional Series, the National League Divisional Series. So those two teams will play.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Is there East Coast Conference versus the West, or North versus the South, or how do you choose your pools, or is it everyone play each other 30 times?
Yeah, no. So there's 162 games in a season. The major leagues, the major leagues is divided into two leagues. There's the American League and the National League. Now, most of the time, the American League will just play the American League and the National. But they have
who's in the National?
So the National League, there's 15 teams and there's 3 divisions. So it could be pretty labor intensive to go over all of them. But I'll just tell you this:
Are they all from Canada?
No, there's only 2 teams from Canada. Well, there's only right now there's the Toronto Blue Jays. There used to be the Montreal Expos, but they left, and now they're the Washington. They're the Washington Nationals, but they used to be the Montreal Expos. I actually just watched a documentary about the Montreal Expos getting sold, and it was a big old mess. But so long story short, 30 teams. There's American League and National League, both in the MLB. And ultimately, when you go to the World Series, 1 team from the National League and 1 team from the American League will make the World Series in play. So this year they had the Los Angeles Dodgers, who are in the National League, and then they had the Toronto Blue Jays in the American League, which Toronto seemed to be destined to win that thing. But man, they had about 50 chances to win the World Series, and they didn't take care of business. And you know, the Dodgers, their payroll is so big, they're so incredible, and they're so talented that
is there a lot of depth?
Oh, the Dodgers backups could probably beat about 20 major league teams.
That is insane.
Their payroll, I think, is about $600 million.
Oh, to be a netball player with our salaries.
Hey, welcome back. We are in the second half of the Comets Ice versus the Thames Mavericks Typhoon.
It's quite a low-scoring game, to be honest. 4-2 with 1 minute 43 seconds left in the second half. There's been a lot of good play. I just think it is quite erratic. I wish they could just take a breath and just like really capitalize and off possession everyone has. So
here, Charlie over there is coaching his team. I love it.
Oh,
Charlie's passionate, good player, right? He was also one of the people I saw in the gym the last couple of days. He was getting after in there, knowing he had a ton of matches today.
There's a minute left. And this team, apologies, there was a confusion. We will be continuing. There is still 1 minute left on the clock here. So it is the Thames Mavericks center pass. The score is 5-2. They are advancing it onto it was a contact. It's a contact, so the wing defense was out of play. And I would like to see great and just easy square up. So one thing is, if you have obstruction, which is you can take a step where you can stand where the person who was too close to you was standing.
Oh,
so
nice.
You can take a step closer, basically. Nice. So you can almost get like 1.5 feet closer.
Yeah. Tell you what, the Thames Mavericks, they came to play. All their teams in this tournament, they're very skilled player. Yeah.
And that is going to be a 7-2. Maybe can they make it 8? Oh, it would have been cool if they just did one pass in here, straight in for a last minute buzzer beater.
Yeah, we're signing off
that
for
was
2025 U.S. Netball Championships.
7-2 win for Thames Mavericks.
At Little Photo Studio, we believe your love story deserves a cinematic telling. We specialize in Vogue-inspired editorial photography and cinematic, story-driven wedding films. Our work goes beyond traditional documentation. With us, your memories become cinematic keepsakes to experience again and again. From our reimagined studio-style photo booth to full wedding films that feel like cinema, every detail is thoughtfully curated. We are not just documenting a day. We're telling a story that belongs to you and only you. Based in Las Vegas but available worldwide, Little Photo Studio offers luxury without pretense, art without artifice. Find us at littlephotostudio.com or on Instagram at littlephotostudiolv. Let's create something unforgettable together.
Morning, it is 11:06 here in Round Rock, Texas. We are coming at you live from the 2025 US Open Netball Championships. I'm Ziggy and I am joined by the GOAT of American Netball, Amara.
Hi guys.
Morning, lovely to have you back here. We currently have the Golden Tiki versus the Rising Stars. Unlucky pass. You know what I love about netball? It really, can accommodate all shapes and sizes,
and
all
ages.
genders and all ages. And I think the Tiki Rising, Golden Tiki, Woodlands Warriors have a team that are. I'm a little bit lost. Sorry, guys.
Wait, are we here? Vancouver All-Stars with no. We are.
We'll be at you right now. Sorry, we're live at you again. It seems to be the Alberta Panthers versus the Woodlands Warriors, which is really, really exciting. As we mentioned earlier, Woodlands Warriors are actually from Texas.
Oh.
So they just drove up the road, I'm assuming, to play. And the Alberta Panthers, which seems to be the other team, it's beautiful and so refreshing. Woo! That was that the whole ground just shook, it felt like. Sorry if there was shaky camera footage. Really exciting to see people with a lot of passion out here. We have our goalkeeper shouting at our goal shooter how to shoot. There's quite a lot of emotion here, but I love it. It feels like there's a lot of passion and energy being put into today's game. As I was mentioning earlier, it's exciting to see your country on the back of the shirt for the Woodlands Warriors. So the wing attack, for example, is from France, it seems like. But France have started to play netball. It's actually headed up. Yeah, it's being promoted by a GOAT of England netball. Actually, her name is Jiva Mentor. She was like one of the greatest of all time goalkeepers. She played for Leeds Rhinos this past year, and she's expecting a baby now. So, Jiva's probably not listening, but if you are, we wish you all the best with your baby. And she's actually married or engaged, or her partner is a French guy. And so she's like a big ambassador for French netball. So the French actually have a mixed team as well as a female team, and it's picking up massively there. So, just a fun fact. It's very erratic in this game.
Nice. Beautiful block by the G.
Great feed. I would like to see a little bit of change in tempo, just for a bit more control, because I think the team that's going to win here is going to be the team that can have enough composure.
I agree.
Oh, unlucky. It's a beautiful shot there. It's a little jump shot. It's giving basketball.
It's definitely giving basketball. He was off the ground a little bit. So we have about a minute left, and it's 1-2.
It's quite a low-scoring game.
It is.
Special shout out to all the mid-court, because there's been quite a lot of running up and down.
Honestly, being a former goal shooter, I appreciate my other teammates doing the work for me because, God, I used to hate running so much.
Honestly. And it's like, you know, like when it's maybe 4 or 5 times up and down before a goal is getting scored, it's like, what's going on here? Is everyone okay? Like, should we just take a breather?
Honestly. Beautiful pass. Nice pass.
And just easy, last little bit. Oh, great.
20 seconds left. Let's see if the other team.
Yeah, let's see if Alberta can capitalize off their center pass. I would like them to not be throwing such long balls, especially because Woodlands Warriors is the goalkeeper is quite explosive.
Correct.
So I would like to just see like them play it onto circle edge and then safely feed it in. But honestly, that's a 3-2 lead at halftime. Thank you for tuning into the 2025 US Open Netball Championships.
You can see how Siggy, when she starts crossing off the games in mine, like I look like a 3rd grader. Hers is all neat.
We have the Woodland Warriors and the Alberta Panthers.
Are they? Oh my gosh! Hey, no, I know, but I know this is just. This might be a new one because I know for sure we were looking through the last teams we for sure knew because we knew some of the players, so we knew we were on point. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
I can definitely tell the goal shooter on the Alberta Panthers. He's a basketball player for sure.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. Was funny. Like,
he makes layups just like a basketball.
Well, someone committed a foul, and he walked up. He just did did a full 2-step drop. I'm like, what's going on here? Now, one thing that stays tried and true with basketball and netball is like you have to maintain your pivot foot, correct? Like in there, yeah.
Yes. And the umpires look at your feet very carefully.
Yeah. Makes it very easy to give you a little Shaq shuffle in there.
100%.
Vlade Divac, Chris Webber special to start. For those of you at home, just some my old favorites watching growing up. As a diehard Lakers fan, I like to crack on the Sacramento Kings whenever I can, you know. I'll tell you what, the running clocks are exciting, but if I were a player, it would be extremely frustrating, especially when there's miscommunication going on, a foul committed or something. It just seems like on these 4-minute halves, there's so much precious time coming off the clock.
And especially in a game like this where they're tied 3-3. Oh, that was a beautiful pass. Beautiful feed. Beautiful finish.
Nice.
Beautiful finish.
What is the when you score when you switch the shot in basketball, you're like nothing but net, swish. What's the terminology? Yeah. What's the terminology in netball? Hey, swish.
I just go.
You're 5 years in. Come on, Amara.
Anytime I make a basket, I'm like, it won.
Yeah, I know. They're probably looking at you like, what are you talking about?
I know.
Hey, now what happens if if there is a violation, if their player is fouled in netball and they still make the basket? Do they have to stop play and assume they continue? Mm-hmm. Got it. Can we talk about on the South African team how the guys, the center's last name is Hat Trick? That's pretty awesome. I mean, if he's not scoring 3 goals a game, we got a problem. We should ask how Siggy Berger feels about the center for the Warriors. His name is Hat Trick. I mean, if he's not scoring 3 goals a game, but then it seems to be a little bit of a waste of a good surname, isn't it?
We have about 1 minute and 5 seconds left in this game.
This has by far been the closest game competitive-wise. It's 4-3. It's going to go down to the wire. And for the record, I have been waiting to go awkwardly silent and then drop a boom goes the dynamite right at the very end.
Oh.
Very physical match.
Very.